Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Round Valley Elks football game. It's homecoming tonight. The Elks are going to be taking on the Payson Longhorns here in the Dome tonight. Tonight, it's me, Ethan Holliday. I'm joined by Dan Muth.
Hey, everybody.
And Stephen Pena.
Hello. Good to be here.
And we're getting ready to broadcast this homecoming game. Super excited about it. The boys are just out warming up. About, I would say, 6 plus 3, so about 9 minutes away from kickoff as we stand. Man, I'm excited for tonight. This is our opportunity to kind of take hold of the conference.
Yes.
Yeah, did you guys see the hype in the Friday edition of the White Mountain Independent? They're calling this the game that will determine the structure of the playoffs for the 3A East.
It will. I agree with that because we win tonight, then kind of puts us on a path towards Blue Ridge. You know, Blue Ridge's got the best record in the league right now. Actually, Payson comes in as the number 1 ranked team in. Well, they're the only team that's played a league game so far. I guess that's why they're up in first place. But
yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, but Blue Ridge is ranked ahead of them in the rankings, and that's what really matters. But.
So what you're telling us is the rest of the month, this is ostensibly the end of September, so October is going to be a pretty wild ride.
Yeah, we've got our last 3. We got 4 league games coming up, 3 league games. I guess Sholo was a league game last week, but yeah, we've got our remaining 3 league games with Payson, Fountain Hills, and Blue Ridge. There are 3 of our last 5 games, and so this will determine a lot. This is positioning. We win tonight, then we're on a collision course with Blue Ridge at the last game of the season.
So basically, we're not going to have a good playoff PowerPoints idea until after tonight. Tonight's going to basically set the standard for that, show us where we are, where we need to be.
We come in, the rankings came out Tuesday night. We're 23rd. Payson's 15th, and Blue Ridge is 8th.
Blue Ridge is 8th?
Yes.
Well, they've only lost 1 game.
They've lost 1 game. They're 4-1.
Okay.
Which I would have said level of competition, but their last 2 games have been Morenci and Safford Bulldogs. So, and they pulled out close victories, but victories nonetheless.
Yeah. Yeah, they've been on the other end of what Round Valley's been in early in the year. You know, they've got the breaks at the end or in the close games where we haven't, you know.
Well, we'll see. We'll see the impact tonight that the Sholo game last week had emotionally for this team moving forward. I said last week, I said it over and over again, that was exactly the game we needed at a critical time, simply because this team needed both a actual victory on the field, but they needed a moral victory.
Yeah, they need that emotional they needed that emotional boost,
they
positive.
Did. They should have started this season with a game like that. They didn't get it, and then had to fight from behind basically until last week.
Yeah.
So we'll see what kind of psychological effect it had on these guys. Tonight's a big night, homecoming, a lot of extracurriculars, a lot of distractions this week. I know the coaches don't particularly care for this week because it's kind of hard to coach around all the extracurricular activities, but, you know.
I don't know if any coach likes it. You know, it's hard. Homecoming week's difficult. All sorts of crazy things going on at school. Got the car bash, you got parade, you got the dance, got girls.
Absolutely.
All that in the way. All that. It's been tough, but they seem to be pretty focused. You know, having a kid in my house, having one of them in my house, they seem pretty focused. He's been pretty positive this week, the way practice has gone. They've had some intensity.
Well, we're going to go to the refs here pretty quick for the coin toss. We got about 2 minutes left pre-game. Here comes the Elks as they take the field. Who's that with the flag?
That is Ziegler tonight. Ziegler leading the charge tonight.
Ziegler with the flag and the banner as he drags it across the field.
I was watching one on Huddle last week, the bloopers. Some guy came through the banner, kind of like that, stepped on the banner after about 3 steps and took a header into the turf. It was hilarious.
I'm not going to mention the individual's name. There is a VHS video of the Snowflake game at Marcus Deniza when a bunch of us tripped coming through the banner. I'll get into that in a minute.
We have some football players singing the national anthem tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. The show choir, or
Magical Choir.
Magical Choir, sorry, Magical Choir, led by Miss Mona Hawes.
That was cool. I love listening to them sing.
Yeah, that was very nice. Very well done. Came through. I could hear it great. I hope it came out that well on the stream. So the captains for Payson tonight, number 2, 44, 69, and 28. Your captains for Round Valley are Riker, Ziegler.
I think that's 20.
Oh, it is 20. Well, so we got Riker, Ziegler, Dana, and Rubicaba.
White hat is Mike tonight. There we go.
Okay, let's have a good, clean football game. Have fun. That's a head. That's a tail. That's a head. That's a tail. You're going to call it in the air. I'm going to catch it. If I don't catch it, I will reflip it. Mr. Sneed needs to hear you.
Head.
Hit the tail. Grand Valley wins the toss. They'll defer. You want the football? Which way would you like to kick? With the wind?
I like how he does that.
With the wind?
You come with me. Your back's here.
I like how he says, "You want to receive, or you want the football?" You know, he doesn't let him screw up when they defer.
Yeah, so Round Valley will be kicking with the wind. Looks like Payson has chose to run with the slope this first quarter. So it will be moving from left to right on your TV screen.
They'll be headed towards downtown Eagar.
Well, yeah.
Uptown Eagar.
Uptown Eagar.
Uptown Eagar.
Yeah, because downtown Eagar would be like right behind us.
Yeah.
I had to think about that one for a second. Okay, where's Sonic? Sonic's behind me.
us.
Okay, got it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are just seconds away from kickoff as everybody takes the field. We are locked in, ready to go as Round Valley gets their kicking team assembled and on the field.
Okay, what are the odds that Mr. Riker puts this in the end zone?
As amped up as he is, I'd say it's pretty good. I wouldn't bet a big orange on it.
No. Or against it?
Yeah. So while we're waiting, let me finish my story. Videotape. I think it was at Marcus Deniza when we were playing Snowflake in the playoffs my junior year, and a bunch of us tripped breaking through the banner.
That was my senior year.
Yes, your senior year. That's correct.
I remember that. I was on the sideline chuckling as you guys came through.
And I said us because I was at the bottom of the pile. Kind of in the middle of that train.
Oh, that was right. Why did you bring up that game? I still have nightmares about that game.
That game still hurts.
That was the 3-2 loss in the semifinals. Yeah.
All right, so Round Valley will be kicking from their own 40-yard line. As Marble gets his kicking team lined up, he's going to back up and get set. We got 12 on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to go. Here's your kick. And it's going to go in the end zone.
Yeah.
At least 4 yards deep.
Yeah, I could. Like I said, when I saw him hopping up and down, I was like, oh yeah, this one's not staying in the yard.
Yeah, everybody's amped up and ready to go.
Yeah.
This is the night.
Look for some misdirection here from Payson. Their stud is number 31, Bowman. I expect to see his name called a lot tonight.
So an offensive set very similar to Round Valley's. There's a snap directly to 31, Hunter Bowman.
42, Jeffrey Cochran.
And he will gain 3 on the play.
That's Cochran.
So 2nd and 7. Round Valley showing a 4-man front. Payson's back in shotgun. 2 split out on each side. Number 5 in motion.
2 in the backfield from the shotgun. Number 7 hands off to number 5.
Oh.
Left side. He's going to break through for about 4 yards.
There was a chance that he was going to get picked up by Jordan in the backfield, and I think he got held up by the block just a little bit, allowing him to get outside of him. So that's going to pick up another 3 yards.
Baker at the bottom of that pile.
3rd and 3 for the Elks, for the Longhorns.
Always enjoy when Payson comes up to the dome.
Yeah, Payson, a relatively new addition to the conference.
Yep, their second year.
A new old edition.
Yeah.
It used to be.
1 to the left. We're going to give it to the right this
Bowman's going to get hit and wrapped up.
Connor Luker ate him up.
Fought through. Oh, we got to watch that
Yeah,
again.
he fought through that block like a champ and just ate him up.
But, I mean, he ended up taking the worst of it, I think, but nice tackle there.
Didn't matter. That puts him in that's going to put him in a kick position here on 4th down. So it looks like number 21 for Payson. That will be Levi Herrera back to kick. There's the snap. And there's the kick as he gets it away. Marble signals fair catch, and he's interfered with. That will bring in a penalty.
Yeah, you can't even touch him, can you?
No, you got to give him a halo.
Yeah.
They've got to have a couple of yards. Good job by the umpire here talking to
if
our
they fair
players.
catch it and the ball hits them first, it's just dead at that spot
No.
wherever it touched him.
No.
It's live.
It's live.
No.
until-
If it touches the kicking team,
Yes.
yeah, it's dead at that spot. So if you fair catch it and he gets in front of it, it's dead right where
Is
it
it
touches
dead,
him.
or do we have the option at that point of picking it up if it hits them and it
It's
hasn't
not.
been covered?
It has to be possessed to be dead. So it can hit a Payson player, but if it's still rolling around, it's still considered a live ball. It can be picked up by Round Valley.
Even though we had fair caught it, we could go pick it up and advance
No,
it.
no, not on a fair catch. It's dead at the spot.
Okay, so I wasn't sure if it changed once it hit the Payson player.
It's my understanding that it's dead at the spot. That was the old Seymour trick. He'd have those guys signal fair catch constantly for that. So Marble's going to get about a yard as he crosses the 50, maybe 2. Yeah, that, if you remember back to the Seymour days, he'd have those guys signal fair catch. That way, if anybody touched it, it was dead.
Yeah.
So now Round Valley on Payson's side of the ball, on Payson's 49-yard line, 2nd down. 2nd and about, what would you say, Stephen? About
8.
7 or 8?
Yeah, right at 8, I think.
Yeah, 8. I'm sorry. I'm mathematically challenged tonight. Marble's back in shotgun.
We're at the 51.
Yeah, the 51. There you go. We're at the 51. That makes it easier.
Marble from the shotgun, hands off to Baker
Yeah.
up the middle.
Baker had a hole up the middle. He'll get progress for about 4 yards. So I'll bring up 3rd and 6.
Third and 5.
Gave him 3.
Landris.
Both teams kind of testing the waters a little bit, kind of getting the feel of the game.
Yeah, you notice how the offenses are really just coming out in a methodical way and testing each other's defense. Nobody, everybody just playing kind of conservative up the gut ball. Until now.
Oh, wide open. Oh.
Incomplete. It's gonna be
Well, shoot.
I'm going to chalk that up to miscommunication.
He had Luker out there.
Yeah, I think Luker was.
He threw it a bit wide,
Yeah.
and then
I'm
I
wondering.
think Luger, he kind of had a little footing issue and kind of exacerbated the overthrow.
Was that a footing issue, or did he get hung up on the wrong route?
No, he curled out. He saw the ball was thrown, and he went to step out, and that left foot slips a little bit underneath it.
Yeah, that was.
So he didn't get a good push out of that break.
Grass Monster will get you every time here in the Dome. So Round Valley's going to go for it on 4th down.
Yeah, so much for the conservative play. Oh,
Marble's got a seam.
anchor.
First down and then some. He gets down to about the 31-yard line where he's going to go out of bounds. 32 is where they're going to mark it, but that's definitely enough for a Round Valley first down on a 4th down conversion.
Hey,
Or 3rd down. Fourth down.
That's 4th down, yep.
I like the confidence in the team there from Coach.
Yes, yeah.
Boys are fired up and want to play. Let's make sure that we take the metaphorical bull by the horns here.
Yep.
Well, the defensive end bit hard, and the outside linebacker flowed with the pass coverage, and there was nobody out there. So, the backs did a good job clearing everybody out and giving him that lane.
Good job, the lineman getting to that second level.
First and 10 for the Elks. Longhorns 32.
Baker going the other way.
15,
He's going to
that's
get
number 15.
15.
Is that
15, Jose Leon.
Jose Leon picking up about 5 or 6 on the play. So now Round Valley's marching with some confidence against this Payson defense.
Clark is out for Round Valley tonight. Had a health issue. He's out for the evening. Hopefully he'll be back with us next week. So you're going to see a few different bodies back there at tailback.
There's a snap.
Oh, nice. Oh, nice catch by Jordan.
Yeah, Jordan with a one-handed catch into the body. That's going to bring them within 2 yards of the first down. So it's going to be 3rd and 2 for Round Valley as they are now inside the 25-yard line. And we had just talked about that little flare to the tight end, and we were wondering why that hasn't been a go-to more, and I'm hoping we see more of it tonight.
Little flood route. Had 2 guys running little short outs to the left side.
So it looks like a possible audible situation
Yeah.
by Marble as Jordan goes into motion. No, Ziegler goes into motion. And looks like there's timeout. So Coach Baca dodging a bullet on the delay of game penalty.
Yeah. Little frustration seemed like, come on, we got to run this quicker.
Yeah.
Try to get going.
But you know what? That's not a bad. I mean, you want as many of the timeouts as you can going into halftime, but that's not a bad timeout to take.
Yeah, in first half, it's not as crucial. You want to get key situations taken care of,
Well, you want to maintain the 3rd and short,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
You don't want to back up 5 yards and be in a kicking situation. Right now, you have options. You can come out there with an RPO. You can do more with a short yardage 3rd down conversion than you can with a 4th down.
Yeah, and you can play with 2 downs in mind right
Yep.
here. This is a 2-down situation. We're not going to kick it if we get stopped here, so you don't want to go. You don't want 3rd and 7. You don't want 3rd and 7 here.
No. Yeah, you want to stay within field goal range.
Yeah.
Here's a snap to Marble. He gives it to Baker. Baker will fight to get back to the line of scrimmage, making it 4th and 2 for Round Valley.
I think we'll be going for it. I don't think we'll be kicking it here.
Yeah, with 6 minutes left in the first quarter, definitely. I mean, you could play the conservative hand, go for the kick, but I don't think it's. I think you want to make a statement and see if you can get a first down again against this Payson defense.
And if you hold them, if they stop us, we're at 24. You know, it's not. Oh,
yeah,
they stuffed it.
Gage Baker is hit and met at the 25 and stopped, so that will go over on down. So Payson will start 1st and 10 from their own 25-yard line.
Yeah, that was the defensive end coming across the nose of number 66, and him not be able to get the angle on him. I think he got up into him faster than he expected and blew that play up.
Yeah, well, you could expect them to be coming hard on that.
Yeah.
Because they're going to want to stop it. I wonder if running up the middle was the way to go, or maybe popping Riker out to the outside on the near side. There's a snap. Round Valley with the blitz.
Oh.
And
2 broken tackles.
Hunter Bowman finds a seam, and he gets through it, and he's going to go all the way down to the Round Valley 42-yard line. They're going to spot
Cochran
it
on the tackle.
Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 43. Payson's going to go no huddle. Chains aren't set. The box is. 35 for Payson's trying to find a seam on the outside. We got a flag coming in late by the head linesman. And there is a loss of 1 on the field, so 2nd and 11. We'll see what the penalty is.
Great job stringing the play out by Baker.
Hold, 77 White.
So I am almost guessing Round Valley's going to back them up 10 and let them have their down again.
So, yeah, that was a pretty easy flag to throw. If you watch 77 falls down backwards and brings the Elks player with him.
So he tackled him.
Yes.
He tackled him. That's
Note to self, when I'm falling, I need to let go of whatever I'm holding on to.
Yes, or else like I said, that's an easy flag to throw.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, because that head linesman's looking right down that line, so he's not going to miss that. They like running a fade route.
Rolling out to the far side, and he's looking. Oh,
Nice job.
Nice pass coverage by Marble. Marble knocking that ball down before anybody can make a play on it.
Another flag. I'm thinking legal man downfield. Yep, that's.
Field, Payson.
I bet we back him up again. Is that a 5-yard?
No, I think it's a 10.
Yeah, then we're going to back him up.
No,
Like,
it's a 5.
must have been 5.
Ineligible receiver, so. All right, so Payson now in double stick situation.
25 to go.
1st and 25, hand off right side.
Oh, and Round Valley is there.
Shut that down.
Yeah, Jordan got him for a loss of 2. Oh, they're going to give him one of them, so they'll spot progress.
Did he get a yard? They give him a yard on
They
that?
gave him a yard, so it's only a loss of 1.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Wow. But hey, you know what?
No, they just moved it up 1. He lost 1. He lost 1. They just respotted it.
I thought he lost 2.
So it's still a tackle for a loss.
Yeah, 2nd down and a long way to go. Oh.
I think we're lined up offside.
A lot of penalties here in
No.
this first quarter.
Payson in the neutral zone.
Legal substitution.
Ooh.
Payson, 12 men on the field.
Oh, they caught it before the ball was snapped. Yeah, the refs like to catch that because they don't want it. They don't want that to turn into participation.
Is that what it would be if it goes
Yep.
live?
Yes, sir.
That makes a 10-yard difference, right?
Yep. And a loss of down. Oh,
Pass for number 23.
Riker with a big hit on the receiver, breaking that play up.
23 is going to go back to the quarterback and say, don't do that to me again,
Yeah.
you know?
That one's not there. Let's do something else.
Yeah.
Riker having a big night here in the first quarter of tonight.
Good coverage all the way around by the Elks.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, that definitely shows they did their homework and they're playing with purpose. Yes, they gave up the big run, but, you know, Payson, I don't know what to describe yet.
Do we have a boat shoes situation going on again?
Number 7 from the shotgun picks that back.
Under the pass rush, Bowman's
Screen.
going to get it.
He's trying to make
Oh,
it does so.
he evades a block, but he's going to get back out to the 50, but that's not near enough. He's still got, what,
15
8
yards?
yards to make it to the sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 with the tackle for the Elks. That would be Jeffrey.
So this is most assuredly a kicking situation, but Round Valley's got to figure out how to stop that play.
That kid's quick, man. That was a nice jump cut he made there. Had a man on him, and he jump cut around him.
Yeah.
Oh.
251-0005.
Oh,
that
almost
was
blocked.
close.
Ball's
Fired.
gonna bounce in Round Valley's favor. There's a flag on the play.
They were hooked up. Gage Baker was hooked on the kid's shoulder pad. I'm sure that's going to be a.
Was it Baker or 66?
No, it was Gage Baker.
Number 5.
And it looks like they're going to call the penalty on Baker
Yeah.
and march Round Valley back. We'll get the official call here from the referee, Copeland.
He just announced it.
Yeah, he didn't say anything. He just signaled holding.
Oh, no, he called
Did he?
holding number 5.
Yeah, well, technically it's holding, but he was hooked. His face mask was hooked on the kid's shoulder pad, so yeah, I guess.
Just more yards to add to the stats.
3:39 left in the first.
Cochran.
Cochran with the carry to the right side. Lost
Yeah,
it.
Round Valley's offense definitely missing Clark tonight.
Yeah.
So Round Valley's now second and 11 from their own 24-yard line, 23-yard line. Looks like Ziegler's checking out. I didn't see who checked in.
Second week in a row, opposing team has brought their own band.
So we got Whiting and Luker on the split out wide. Riker's back to throw. There it is.
Nice.
To Jordan. Jordan down to the 45-yard line. And again with that tight end pop.
Well, that was a wheel route.
Was it?
Yeah, ran a little wheel route.
Yeah. Either way, big play by the tight end for Round Valley, as it's now 1st and 10 inside Payson territory on Payson's 44-yard line.
33-yard gain. Nice job keeping his balance and making that catch.
Again across the middle to Ziegler, and it's broken up, and there is interference.
Is that going to be interference or targeting?
I
Hit
think
him
it's
up.
going to be interference, but it could be targeting. It could go either way, actually.
Defense by number 18, Mason Herrera.
Illegal personal contact, Payson.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hit him up in that head neck area. So
Hit him in the face mask.
yeah.
Well, and that is, you know, I hear a few boo birds out there, but hey, player safety is paramount. You cannot get a defenseless player and hit him in the head like that.
Yeah, it's not the 1980s or 90s anymore.
No, those days are long since gone.
First and 10 for the Elks. Marble from the shotgun. 15 with the carry.
Leon.
Leon fighting for 4 or 5 on that play.
Yeah, I remember Leon last year had a few really nice runs when, and you know, I mean, granted it was garbage time and blowout games, but he showed me a few things last year. So
He runs hard, man.
He runs with, yeah, he does. He runs like a fullback, but he's built like a tailback.
And when he gets in the open field, he does have some wheels. Simon, some JV games last year, makes just some spectacular runs.
See, loss of 2 on that play. Yeah, if I remember correctly, Leon came to us when he was in the 8th grade from reserve. It was the first time I met that young man.
he had some room, just not getting to the hole fast enough on that play. I don't know if that was like a delayed read and he didn't get the ball, but it seems like he hesitated before. If he had just hit that hard. But hey, it's easy for me to say. I'm up here.
Well, you know, the best way to critique a running back is to ask a lineman.
There you go.
Yep.
Reichel. Oh, he keeps it, and it's broke up across the middle to Whiting. I believe that's Whiting, number 18.
Yes.
So now Round Valley in fourth and about 6.
Thought about running it, but number 54, the end, stayed home and kept him from going that way.
I wonder if they've got a spy on Marble. A lot of times they'll put that linebacker that just mirrors that mobile quarterback.
I think if you're going to play effectively against Round Valley, you almost have to, because you don't know when he's going to drop down and just take off with it.
Round Valley's unbalanced.
All I'm saying is there's tremendous leverage with Luker to that left shoulder. I mean,
Riker's got a hole, and he gets it inside the 10.
Look at this replay, what our offensive line does. We move Dana out in that third lineman position on the left side, kind of like a tight end, and ran behind him like no other.
Well, that's an old 2-tackle set. You used to see that a lot in the Big 12. That was Nebraska used to run that quite a bit, an unbalanced line. Glad to see that coming out of the toolbox tonight.
But you've got Luker out there in the slot. The corner is lined up 3 yards inside of him and 4 yards back, and the safety's behind him. All he has to do is run an out.
Yes.
And he has no help.
I like this much better, though. I don't have to worry
hey,
about somebody catching the ball.
It was a positive play,
Yes.
but I'm just saying.
Ziegler. It's going to be Ziegler. If he can throw it.
Oh,
the ball's out.
Oh, are Round Valley actually going to come up with it?
I don't know, guys. It's Payson's ball.
Fumble.
And that is a shame, too, because if he could have got away from that, Ziegler was wide open in the back center of the end zone. So Payson dodging a bullet by forcing the turnover, and now they're going to get the ball back on their own 29-yard line.
I can't believe it. Only 3 seconds left in this Treadmaster's first quarter. Oh, my goodness. Where did the first quarter go?
Well, they've been keeping it on the ground. They haven't really thrown it that much. It's just been so exciting. I haven't had a chance to look at anything else.
Number 7, quick pass right side, number 5.
Whiting on the tackle.
Yeah, they're going to pick him up at the 35. And that will be the quarter. So, Treadmasters, fine sponsor here for Let's Go Elks. We thank the good folks at Treadmasters. They set me up with some street tires for my UTV. And, man, you want to talk about making a difference on the road? If you want to have a handling difference of your UTV on the pavement, just go get some 15-inch car tires. Or not 15-inch, like 12-inch, I think is what it is. I don't know. Folks at Treadmasters can tell you, definitely. But, yeah, Treadmasters hooked me up. Thank you.
I know. I need to go in and get my yearly set of tires for my work pickup. Every October, early November,
Yeah.
I've burned through another set.
So, pretty exciting first quarter. I'm liking what I'm seeing. I don't like blowouts. I like good in the trenches football, and we are definitely getting that tonight. This game is definitely living up to the hype that it got from the independent.
I like blowouts, then I can relax in the fourth quarter, and I don't have an ulcer going into the fourth.
Second down. Payson from the shotgun, number 7 with it, one in the backfield. He's going to hand
There's a handoff coming this way. There's a flag. Looks like it's in holding territory, and he will be stopped. Back to the line of scrimmage is where they're going to mark him.
Shot block, white.
So chop block, yeah. So you cannot come up and then go down, and you can't do the old high-low. So look who's here.
15-yard
Miley's
penalty.
here. Hey, Miley. Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, Miley hooking us up.
Second down, number 7.
Oh,
Hit hard in the backfield. Who was that got the penetration?
That was.
And
Is that Lane Hill?
I-
Yeah.
It was I think it was Lane Hill and Ziegler had a little bit to do with that, but it was mostly Lane. He just came in on that blitz and just blew him up. So that's going to put third and a whole bunch, a long 10. I guess is what we can call that, right? A long 10?
I'm looking for the screen.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
they ran that last time they were
They-
in this situation.
They got to go to Bowman on this. He's the only one that's gotten positive yardage.
Longhorns send a man in motion, one in the backfield, lots of receivers looking to the left.
And there it is.
Left side.
Out
And
to 5.
over the head of number 5, the intended receiver, that is Bert Shear.
It's going to bring up 4th and a long 20.
yeah, I appreciate Riker. I see him run over and tell Cochran, "Hey, why didn't you have number 5?" But he had 5 until he saw the ball thrown.
Yeah.
And that's when he came over the top. So
Or maybe he's saying, hey, good job. Who
maybe,
knows?
yeah. Hey, why we got to be such a negative Nelly, Steven?
You know what? Doesn't matter. Marble is back at the 50 to receive the kick, and it won't make it that far. It's going to be spotted at the 42.
Well, that's
Of
excellent
Payson.
field position.
Let's see.
Well, that Ravali got a break on that kick.
That's 2 that haven't really gone that far.
Yeah, watching film, he's not a very consistent kicker. You know?
But he's given them hang time. He's given them enough time to get down the field, and I would argue that that's probably more important.
Yeah, you're not going to get many returns on his kicks.
So now Round Valley is going to start on Payson's 42-yard line. This is excellent field position for this drive to start on.
Yeah, see if we can finish the drive and get points out of it. We've moved the ball well, just have not been able to finish drives.
Well, you know, I'm liking the chess approach to this game. It's not always about checkers.
Yep.
Riker's going to keep it. He's going to get a block as he crosses the 40 to the 39 maybe. Maybe the 38 is where they're going to pop. Yeah, they're going to spot it at the 38.
That was a look we haven't seen this year that we've seen in the past years, that motion man faking the handoff. We haven't seen that much this year. Now that we've got Crick in there, that's a play that he'll be effective running.
Well, and now that the first quarter's under everybody's belts, a little bit of the nerves are starting to be calmed. Everybody's now settling into their jobs and doing what they need to do. So Riker's got an empty backfield. He's got 2 near, 2 far as he looks to throw. Oh. Dangerous throw into coverage, but it is incomplete.
I'm not actually sure who that was intended for.
I think it was to Ziegler, but I'm not. I'm with you.
I think it sailed on him a little bit. I don't think he.
You think he overthrew it
Yeah.
a little high, and it just kind of floated into that second level?
Yeah.
Yep, I think it just got away from him because it was lined up. He was lined up on Ziegler. I think it just got away from him. Empty backfield again. Riker's going to roll out far side.
Nice.
He's looking.
There you go. Great job by Whiting, dropping his butt and staying in bounds.
And picking and making sure he knew where the marker was, picking up that first down. That is critical in this situation. So another third down conversion for Round Valley.
You know, that's great. He threw that pass before Whiting was out of the break. You know, Whiting turned around and the ball was there. That's what you like to see.
Yep.
Another first down for Round Valley.
I tell you what, and that looks like that play's going to be there all night, or at least in the first half. They need to jump on that as many times as they can.
Well, look how soft that corner is playing.
Yeah. Again, Luker out there all by himself for a gain of 9.
Take that all night.
Yeah. Definitely something they've seen in film.
If
and
they were
going
to give me 4, I'd take it all night.
Yeah.
Well, they're keeping they're so keyed on Riker, they're more worried about him tucking the ball and running than they are about him completing a pass, and they're leaving Luker and Whiting completely unattended.
Well, if you watch both corners, as soon as the ball's snapped, they're backpedaling hard because they don't want to get ran by. But
so Round Valley's going to take a timeout here with 2nd and 1.
Some frustration here. Communication with formation or personnel. Something was not to Coach Baca's liking.
Yeah, and
already down to 1 timeout with 9:34 left to go in Arizona Choice Insurance second quarter. Not where Coach Baca would like to be.
No.
No, and what hurts about these types of timeouts is they break your momentum. You get in a stride, you got the defense on their heels. You should be go, and then you have to take a timeout and give the defense a chance to regroup.
Yeah, he was trying to do that tempo restart, and exactly.
It would almost be advantageous to go into a hurry-up offense and just, call basic plays from the line and just keep hammering them until you get into the end zone and keep the defense on their heels. But, well, not to be. So Riker's back by himself. He's got 2 split out wide. Who is that?
That's Crick.
Crick goes in motion, and everybody kind of keyed, but then it was tucked and ran up the middle by Riker, and he did get the first down for another Round Valley first down conversion, or third down conversion.
That's second. Down. That's second down.
Second? Oh, that was second?
Yeah, I'm watching. Thanks for your help. I really appreciate it. Mr. Muth here's trying to help me on my stats and conversation we had before we went on air, so I appreciate him.
Empty backfield again. Riker's looking. He's going to tuck it. They give him the middle, and he will get probably – he's digging. He's going to get 5, 6, 7 on it. So he's down to the 10-yard line. So now Round Valley's starting to – they are deep inside the red zone looking for a score. Number 4 checking in.
If we can get 5, 6, 7 out of empty, that causes concerns for a defense coordinator. Can't guard the pass, and we can't control that run out of an empty backfield.
Well, we're spreading them out, and they can't do both. You're absolutely right.
There he is.
And then they blitz and lose another 5. So, it's
danged if you do, danged if you don't.
Yeah, you empty the box, and that's what's going to happen. Load the box, and then we're going to burn you on the wings.
69 for the tackle, Captain Ethan Nez.
Empty backfield again. 2 split out near, 2 split out far. We got Jordan on the near side, split out the widest.
Marbles hits Luker in motion once again, holds on to it.
And Luker's going to dig for another 3.
Marble.
Marble kept it. He
Yeah.
faked to Luker
Yeah.
on the motion.
Did I say Luker? For
Yeah.
a
You
minute?
said Luker.
Yes, you did.
Well, I was fooled. Okay, so Marble takes it inside the 5 to the 4-yard line. So it's 2nd and goal for Round Valley on Payson's 4-yard line. So Ziegler and Whiting checking out. Baker back with Marble now.
2nd goal, 5-yard line. Riker Marble with one in the backfield with him.
Timeout defense.
Yeah, Payson wants to talk about that. They did not like what they were seeing, and I wouldn't either.
Yeah, it seemed to be a lot of confusion as to who was doing what, where, and why.
You know, we got
That
them on.
tight bunch. They
Yeah.
were not happy with it.
Yeah, the defensive backs for Payson don't seem to be real comfortable in their coverages.
Well, I mean, honestly, if that's what they were going to roll in, Connor is standing 1-to-1 with a corner that's 2.5 yards back. All he has to do is cut inside, and he's in the end zone. There's
Yeah.
no leverage to the, he's already got him out. He's already got inside leverage, and no one across the middle can fill that flat that fast. That
Yeah.
was an easy.
When we go 4 wide, a lot of times they have that big number 44 linebacker on our slot.
Yeah.
That's not going to be a matchup they're going to win with the quickness we have in our slot guys.
Well, so far none of their matchups have really worked out. It's only been our failure to connect that has given their pass defense any leverage whatsoever. It hasn't
There's
been.
currently nobody lined up
Yeah.
on number 11.
Then
there we go.
Yeah. Yeah, we come back in a bunch, 1 wide, they're like,
Yeah,
what?
you fled that far side corner, and there's nobody over there.
Well, last play, he was lined up outside shoulder.
Off to the races, here we go. Gage Baker spin.
Oh, man.
Baker with the spin move. I think a little bit of square shoulders, nose down run, and he probably would have fought his way into the end zone. That'll bring up 3rd and 5 for Round Valley. So now we've got a 3rd and 5 situation. Round Valley's not going to come away without trying to get into the end zone. I don't see them. Well, let's see what they offer here.
I hate being a critic, but it seems like Baker's running with a little hesitancy tonight.
It's up, and it's intercepted in the end zone. So that'll bring it out to the Payson's 20 on the change of possession. So once again, Payson dodging a bullet on a turnover. So this is probably not the position Round Valley wanted to be in, but it is not. There's no damage as yet. It's just disappointing to not get the points. But we are 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We still got a lot of football left. I'm sure that there'll be some conversations at halftime to help out with some of this. As Payson now comes to the ball. Bowman's in the backfield with his quarterback. Quarterback, no pressure, and it's intercepted at the 40. Whiting intercepts it, loses it, and then falls on it on the 44-yard line. Great play by Trace Whiting, jumping that pass. My goodness, Trace Whiting.
I mean, that's about as good as an interception's going to go, is you essentially get a short punt.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you get the ball back. Let's try it again.
Yep, and you know what? We got plenty of time to march, and we can burn up some clock, go down, finally get that elusive touchdown. But, man, T-Bone, way to go, young man.
I asked him, we had this conversation about the T-Bone nickname this week in class. I said, people still call you that? I said, it's been a long time since I've heard T-Bone. That was Chad like calling T-Bone, I know.
Chad's the one that got me started on it. Riker with the keeper, and he's going to get about 3. Coming to the near side of the field. Offensive line really doing a bang-up job containing that defensive front for Payson. I haven't seen any real penetration from the defensive line. We've seen some stunts from the backers, but I haven't really seen the big men getting in there and causing any problems. Baker's in the backfield with Riker. Here's the snap. Riker's looking deep. He's got him in. Oh, and there's a bump and go, and that's a flag. That'll be another first down as we have pass interference.
Well, I mean, he hit him 2 seconds before the ball got there. So, I mean, that's a tough one. I hear the boo birds.
You know what? You can hear the boo birds all you want. That little bump saved him a touchdown.
Yeah, and that was as easy a pass interference call as you're going to get. I mean.
Yeah, sorry, I forgot about the ref mic, guys. I'm dropping the ball tonight. Yeah, but, I mean, if you're a coach on the defense, you'll take that. You'll take that because that just saved you a touchdown. So Round Valley 1st and 10 from the 25-26. Riker's rolling out. He's looking underneath.
Oh, man. Ziegler does not drop many.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad he didn't gain possession because had he had possession and made a football move, then he would have had that would have been a fumble.
Yeah.
So I'll take an incomplete pass right there. 2nd down and 10.
It did roll out of bounds about a yard short of the first down, in all fairness.
Yeah, but we're not that lucky.
Yeah, I hear you.
So Baker's back there with Marble. Here's a snap from Rubicaba. He's looking for the quick pass. Oh! And Luker is hit just as the ball gets there. So Payson's pass coverage is now definitely tightening up. It looks like whatever adjustment they've made on their side of the ball is now becoming effective. So Luker's going to check out.
3rd and 10.
Whiting's going to stay in. He thought he was coming out. So we're going to go too near, too far with an empty backfield.
I'm looking Ziegler down the seam. Nope, he's staying in the block here.
Brett Jordan again with a little tight end
15?
route. Yeah. And that's going to move them deep inside the red zone down to inside the 10 to about the, what's that, the 8-yard line.
18-yard gain.
Yeah, they're really not paying attention to our tight end tonight.
And there's the 3rd down conversion that I've been missing all season.
Oh, yeah, another 3rd down conversion by Round Valley. I know.
You're helping. Trust me.
Empty backfield again. Riker's going to tuck it, and he's going to go up the middle. And he gets close, and the ball comes
down.
out.
They roll it down. They're blowing it dead. They're blowing it dead.
Okay,
oh,
so
no, they're not.
Okay, this is going to prompt a conversation. Hang on.
The whistle was blown before anybody recovered.
So it's either
the ball was still moving.
Wait a minute.
Inadvertent whistle. Now they're still confused.
There was no possession.
Okay, if it's an inadvertent whistle, the ball stays.
Round Valley fumble, Payson football.
So they waved off the inadvertent whistle. They're just calling it a Round Valley fumble, giving it to Payson on the 2-yard line. Okay. Well, I'm almost 60 yards away. I have no idea. It looked ugly down there, but another costly turnover by Round Valley gives Payson 1st and 10 from their own 2-yard line. I would go for the safety at this point. And there it is. No.
Oh, just out. Just got out.
So he's going to lose one. I don't know if he could have. Yeah, he's like the width of the football out of the end zone.
And this is where, not going under center poses a problem for teams.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
because you don't want to be in shotgun in your own end zone.
Let's get a safety.
Round Valley faithful getting loud. And he's going to get out for a couple yards. So Bowman's going to get him out of the end zone and pick up about 4 yards.
Ziegler on the tackle. Took me a second to see the number.
So now third and what? What would you call that, about 8?
8 or 9. Kind of hard to tell with the angle we're at.
I'd say at least 9. That's what the board says.
Heading to the right side. Payson heading to the right side. Heavy to the right side. One to backfield. I think they might be running to the right side.
Yep.
Stopped up by the
Bowman's not going to get much, but he will get him out to about the 5-yard line. So third and about 7.
Would have been a loss
Fourth.
of 2, except for that blitzing linebacker didn't bring him down.
Yeah, Bowman runs with purpose. I'll give him that. Very strong young man.
Royalty Court members down.
We're now inside 3 minutes as Payson is punting from the back of the end zone.
They've had trouble with some snaps on the punt.
Let's see if Round Valley can recover, block it, and recover it in the end zone. And
Timeout, Payson.
yeah, Payson's going to take a timeout. I don't like that punt formation like that. I'd bring him in a little closer and just do a quick kick or something.
Yeah, they've watching film this week. They've some high snaps. The earlier punt this week or this game, he had to go climb the ladder to catch the snap. You know, not what you want to do when you have an unstable situation in that exchange.
You know, I think it was, you told me it was the Patriots game. I cannot remember the teams playing, but they had
It was
a
against
play.
the Dolphins.
Was it against the
It was
Dolphins?
against the Dolphins.
They put that guy in motion. He runs all the way across and timed it so that he crossed the line of scrimmage and was in the punter's face when the ball got there. I mean, he was literally there at the same time of the ball.
Round Valley didn't look like they were setting up for a block. I think they were wanting to get a good return off this.
Well, you know, a block in the end zone sounds great unless you force it out the back of the
Then
end
it's
zone.
a safety, and yeah.
Well, 2 or 6, what does
It's actually
that
a
matter?
touchback.
Only if you fumble it out of the end back. If you block it and go out, it's a safety.
Oh, well, that's good news.
Yeah.
So Round Valley's going to start 1st and 10 from their own 49. Not terrible field position. Round Valley showing the ability to move the ball. We just can't seem to close on that last play to get
We've
in
been
the
in
end
the
zone.
red zone 3 times so every drive we've gotten into the red zone, just have failed to convert any of them.
Well, turnovers
Yep.
are killing us in the red zone right
Well,
now.
we've had 4 possessions actually, because we've had 1 interception, 2 fumbles, and a turnover on downs.
Yep, that's correct. I agree with that. I don't know why I'm telling you that's correct. You would know more than I, being the stat guy.
Just about midfield.
Riker's looking. He's got time. And cannot make the connection to Ziegler. So I think I'm starting to understand what's going on. The defense is keying on Ziegler and keying on Riker. So they are keying on that matchup. That matchup is going to be very hard to come up with tonight. But what they're doing is they're leaving Whiting, they're leaving Luker, and they're leaving Jordan.
Yeah.
They're playing those guys very soft.
Yeah.
Royalty Court, head on down. Luker in motion.
Riker crosses the 50, and he'll get to the 45.
That'll stop the clock.
So Riker now in Payson territory, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 5, 6. 3rd and 6. Nope, 3rd and 5. I was right the first time.
Two minutes, 16 seconds left in this Arizona Choice Insurance second quarter.
Wow, where's the time gone?
I don't know. At this point, I don't know whose defense is more tired.
Yeah, no kidding. So Luker goes in motion. Riker's looking. He goes underneath the Jordan, and that is broken up. So I'll bring up 4th and 5. We'll see if we can convert and get another first down. Now, here's a thought. Do you go for the shot at the end zone and just trust that if you don't connect, that your defense can hold Payson here at midfield? Or do you go for the first down, try to burn up some more clock, and then try for the end zone?
I think you get the first down. I think you get because you have plenty of time to.
But where's the greatest psychological gain in that?
21 in his face before he even got his feet set.
Yeah, he came in on a blitz, and nobody touched him.
Oh, Coach Baca out there, he's thinking the wrong play was called.
If you are currently without your keys to get home, go visit the concession stands and get something to eat.
So now Round Valley's defense is on the field. Payson starting 1st and 10 from their own 45. We'll see if Round Valley can get the stop they need with enough time to maybe get down to the end zone.
1st and 10 from Longhorns, 45-yard line.
So
Good for a yard?
For about 3 yards.
Yeah, I don't.
Pass
3.
to number 2, Captain Sergio Madrid.
Well, I think the pass coverage basically forced him over to the sideline. I don't think he intended to be that shallow, unless they think they're just going to pick it up 3 and 5 at a time. 2nd and what? 7?
7, 8.
Payson?
You know, and they may be setting up a little double move. Out
Yep.
and up. Counter. Yep.
2 in the backfield, hands off to 31. He's going to drive for
31's going to get. Oh,
Football
wait.
was out. There were no whistles.
Slow on the whistle.
Big man falling on it to keep the possession in Payson's hands.
clock running, under 2 minutes left.
When they motion that second back into the backfield, it's typically been a counter back the other way.
Riker Marble and Connor Luker.
So now they're moving Jordan over to the other side with Ziegler.
Run blitz.
Yeah, they picked that up. They saw something and knew that was coming. You saw the last second adjustment. So now it's 4th and about 3.
My goodness, what a slugfest this game is.
So Round Valley will use their last timeout with 1:19 left, probably trying to save a little time. You almost think, Payson's at midfield. Bowman's had a pretty good night so far. He's still in positive yardage.
Yep.
Do you pop the little screen to him that was effective, or do you set up that outside little zone read that he ran and go with it? I mean, Bowman, you almost got to think that Bowman's going to see the ball on this down.
I'd almost guarantee it. If they're going for it, I would. Dollars to donuts. It's going to Bowman here.
But
they come out in punt formation.
So they're betting that their defense can keep us out unless it's a fake.
Yeah.
Unless it's a direct snap.
4 down, 1:19 left on the clock. Payson in special teams punt formation.
Oh yeah.
And it is.
Fake it.
Called it. Oh, it's going to be close. I don't think he made it.
Spot.
I don't think he made it.
Left foot, right foot.
Nope. They're signaling on the other side of the line. That's going over.
First down.
Oh.
That was close. That was close. I'm calling for a replay. Throw the red flag.
Yeah, throw the red flag. So Payson with the fake punt will get the first down.
1 minute.
So this is the first time Payson's been in Round Valley territory on their own without our help.
For your defense, here we go.
1st and 10 from Round Valley's 45-yard line.
Longhorns from the shotgun, number 7.
He's got time. He's looking.
Bounced it.
Pass falls short for, I believe that's Shears at number 5. Yeah, Shear's been the other go-to. So Bowman and Shear, they're two primary go-tos on this offense. They like to throw to Shear, and they like to run with Bowman. So now Payson 2nd and 10 from Round Valley's 45-yard line. Back in shotgun. There's a pass to the outside behind the line of scrimmage, and he's hit and met. And, yeah, for a loss of about 2. Payson's going to lose about 2 on that, so it's going to be 3rd and 12.
And that might finish off the half.
Yeah, they don't have to snap it. We'll see if they do. They might want to catch us sleeping. Maybe not.
I mean, I'd throw one deep. I mean,
you've got the time. Why not?
Yeah. What do you got to lose here? Maybe they're trying. Oh, this is illegal motion unless he gets reset.
Yeah. And Payson will burn their last time out.
Huh.
Yeah, with 2 seconds left on the clock, that's interesting.
Well, they knew they were going to get an illegal motion penalty there.
Let's say you can't motion and then get on the line, can
Well,
you?
yeah, but they had 2 men. The other back on the far side started moving as they went into motion. And so.
Yeah, you can't have 2 guys in motion, and they do have to get reset.
They're about to get a delay of game. There are all sorts of problems they had going there.
Do I see Britton Walker out of uniform? Is he?
Yeah,
not?
he broke his hand 2 weeks ago in the JV game. Kind of a freak. Yeah, they decided.
So they're going to kneel it, and that will expire the half. Ladies and gentlemen, 0-0 going into halftime. Not exactly what I was expecting, but I am enjoying this.
I don't know. That was a lot.
That was frustrating. That was kind of a frustrating half, you know. I mean, stats, we dominated, the game. But.
Yeah, this is the most lopsided scoreboard for what's been happening on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, you can say that the Longhorns defense has been getting it done and taking it away, but
they're not. I'll tell you, what's doing it is our turnovers in the red zone.
Yeah.
Turnovers in the red zone are killing us. We should be up 24-28 nothing right now, but because of turnovers in the red zone, it's killing us. It is just killing us that we cannot punch it across the line.
No, we can give them credit for forcing those turnovers. They got the interception, put pressure on the quarterback, forced Stryker to make a tough throw. A couple of fumbles. But, yeah, that's just been a frustrating moment.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if I had to attribute it to one thing, I would say that. It's just, we're doing everything right to march down the field, but when we get into the red zone, it's almost like, I don't know if it's a composure thing or if it's just a opportunity thing.
Yeah. I expect things to turn for us. We've been good all year at making adjustments at halftime, and I don't expect anything different tonight.
Well, if there's going to be any adjustments, it's going to be we cannot lose our composure inside the 10-yard line, guys. We've got to finish these drives. We cannot drive all the way down the field and give them the ball back.
Yeah. I think we'll do some things to adjust some things in the run game. Right now our run game is Riker for the most part.
Well, I would move Ziegler around a little bit and break up that key.
Yeah.
Move him from Z, move him over to tight end, or put him in the backfield.
Yeah.
Put him in the backfield and use him. He is a hard physical runner. He is capable of run them big plays. The other thing is we got to quit dancing around back there. We need to just drop our shoulders and fight for yards. That's the other thing that's kind of frustrating when we get inside the red zone. So I'm sure the coaches are going to talk about it. But on the positive side, man, our defense has stepped up and shut Payson down hard.
Yeah, they haven't put much up. They haven't done much.
They've had a couple of big plays with Bowman, screen pass and that little outside run. But overall, really, they haven't done much.
No. We get the ball coming out of half.
So what are we looking at for halftime stats as far as rushing yards for either team?
I don't keep the other team's rushing yards, but
okay.
we're at 71 and 74 rushing and passing. We've got the interception, but we've given up 3 turnovers. That's the, like I said, what we said earlier, that's the key problem we've got.
Yeah, and Payson, I'm looking at the penalty yardage, 60 to 10.
Yeah.
That hardly ever happens our way.
We've got 8 first downs to their 4. We've got a couple of third down conversions. Actually, one we've been getting most of them on second down. That's the thing. We haven't even got to third down very often.
Yeah.
Well,
and that's not a bad thing.
No.
That's not a bad thing at all. So a lot of positives. Like I said it, we need to finish. We just need to finish.
Yep.
And that's what we're looking at. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is homecoming, so we do have an extended half, and we do have a lot of things going on. So so here we go with the cheerleaders. Of course, we got to talk over the music, but we'll definitely keep you on the screen.
Saw this routine yesterday, the assembly. They're awesome. This is a great job they do. Been real excited for this cheer squad this year.
Yeah, Coach Wilson doing a bang-up job with this cheer squad.
This is one game I guarantee you Coach Baca really doesn't want it to be homecoming. He wants those players in the locker room right now, getting things done and getting those adjustments made.
With as physical as the game's been, though, I would be grateful for the little extra time.
Yes, that is the benefit of this. Yeah.
Well, the other part about it is the adjustments you need to make are not huge adjustments where it's going to take a lot of time and explanation.
Yeah.
The adjustment's going to be, hey, settle down and finish.
Yeah.
We
take care of the ball. Wrap 2 hands on the ball. Cover the ball. Yep.
Payson's attacking the ball. Ball first, guys. Manage the ball. So they got 15, 20 minutes to take a break and regroup a little bit, get some Gatorade in them, a little kickapoo juice, as it used to be called. So, I don't know if another obscure football reference from Round Valley of old. So Round Valley Cheer Squad. This is a nice routine.
Yeah.
These guys are working hard. Coach Wilson's really making these girls work.
What I noticed yesterday, I hadn't picked up on it. Got a couple of volleyball girls that are also on the cheer squad.
Yeah. It's good to see some of the old traditions coming back.
Yeah.
Warms up the heart, and what a great time. Homecoming, right? You got a lot of alumni in the seats getting to enjoy this. My first year without a kid actually actively involved in homecoming, which is kind of odd. It feels weird after 4 years. Are you back?
I'm back.
Yeah, you've had the last 5 years at least a kid involved with something tonight.
Yeah, I mean, it's been tough. So here's the Round Valley dance team as they come out for their performance tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this song,
I'm going to let Wes tell you.
Braylon Hawka and Cassidy Mortensen, 2 members of the dance team.
So which dance team is this? Do we
This
know?
is the Round Valley dance
This
team.
this is the school's dance team. Wow. Nice job, ladies. Very nice.
That's my favorite move right there, is that little hammer move.
So, you know, while the dance team's dancing, there is a couple things I wanted to bring up. You know, we've been real quick to point out, you know, some of the failures, right? But let's talk about some people who have stepped up big in this first half. Trace Whiting,
Yes.
Connor Luker, Brett Jordan again having another big night. Riker,
Yeah.
again.
He's having to carry, a little bit more offensive load, and he's had to step up.
Gage getting more looks.
Yep.
You know, so it's getting to be a more cohesive structure as far as whose names we're calling as far as offensively.
And
It's more spread out.
let's not forget the guys in the trenches. I mean, we've controlled the line of scrimmage for the most part tonight. We've
absolutely.
we've had holes. I mean, we lost the ball at the 1. We drove down the field for all intents and purposes. Should have been in that drive. We're moving the ball. We're taking control of the line of scrimmage. We've just got to finish.
Well,
Gotta
and
finish.
if you think about it, we had that one play where Riker got buried under an aggressive pass rush.
Yes.
And it was a stunt. They had a blitz on. Other than that one play, all the linemen are getting in position, getting their cameras pointed at the quarterback and doing what they need to do. And so I would say in the trenches, the tip would have to go to Round Valley because we've pretty much been able to do whatever we wanted to do.
And they've struggled.
And they have struggled. They've caught us in a couple stunts and burn us, but that's only been, once or twice.
Yep.
It hasn't been consistent.
Yep.
So numbers-wise, play-wise, everything looks like it's going our way. It's just we just can't get in the end zone. But I'm not going to focus on that, Steven, because we're going to have a big second half. I look for a big second half. I look for big things to happen this second half. We've gotten all the jitters out. All of the pregame halftime nonsense isn't running through their heads anymore. They're getting rid of it. Now they can come out and focus on 2 full quarters of football.
Selfies with purple and yellow too. Let me see him. The most purple and yellow. We're giving you a candy bar.
Okay, so I see their mascot over there. That's a Longhorn, or that's a Longhorn?
Yes.
Okay. Just check.
Something's interesting about that Longhorn. A couple of years ago, I believe somebody on their staff put something out about their logo. I think even maybe contacted the University of Texas about, does this look right or something? I can't remember the full story. They got a cease and desist letter from the University of Texas because it matched their Longhorn logo, which is copyrighted, and they had to make slight adjustments to their logo so that it didn't violate that. I'm pretty sure that was the story.
I remember that. I remember when the University of Texas came down on them about that.
We forget how protective some of these iconic brands are. to people and how protective they get over it.
Yeah, so see this New Mexico State logo?
Yeah.
Our logo used to be the exact same logo that Oklahoma State Cowboys used, right? But they ended up suing my alma mater, and that's why we got this Pistol Pete looking thing instead of. Oh, here we go with the homecoming royalty.
Yeah, she's not hard to miss. That is true. Beautiful dress, Kelsey. You're getting rave reviews up here in the press box.
I'm going to call that Surveyor Pink.
Sophomore class royalty. Help me welcome Ambry Jaramillo and Andy Rodriguez Nunez.
Round Valley homecoming royalty.
See, and I like that dress better. I like the gold glitter, the gold on black.
So this
Junior class royalty. Kimberly Smith and Connor Luker. Your Duke and Duchess. Jet Hamblin and Courtney Baca.
what are they giving them? Is that a pizza? What is that?
Oh, no, that's just their – oh, I don't know. No, that's just a little crown. It's a little platform for their crown.
Sorry, Ethan, I turned you down when Wes was yelling at Keith on the radio.
Oh, I was like, I'm talking, but no one's hearing me.
Sorry, dude.
I'm not even hearing myself with these earmuffs on.
And Braylon Baca.
Oh, that was a pillow for the tiara.
Yes.
I thought it was like, what is that, a pizza? Sorry.
So we've got turnovers added to our stat sheet now so we can
Yeah,
see
Chase
those
Wilkins,
things.
I agree with you. I'm not discounting the fact that Payson's going to come out fired up because, if anything, their coaches are probably doing more to light a fire under them than anything.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen anything out of Mr. Bowman yet, and he's supposed to be their main ace player.
Royalty Court for the 2023 homecoming for Round Valley High School. Help me welcome your king and your queen, Riker Marble and Lauren Bates.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Lauren Bates has been a part of this court every year since she was a freshman.
I would venture to say you're probably right there.
And has Riker been? I don't know. I'm going to have to ask.
I know this is going to be a shock to you guys, but I don't really pay attention to the royalty every year, so I couldn't tell you.
Hey,
No.
I'm trying to reach out to a broader demographic. Okay?
I probably do more than others just because I'm part of the school staff, and but I can't remember for sure as far as whether Riker's been there every year.
Yeah, and let's keep in mind, my wife used to be pretty active in all that until this year, so.
Oh, yeah, you got the lowdown all
yeah.
the time, I'm sure.
In the phone calls. Hey, who got what? I can't tell you.
Well, guys, as we're getting ready, 3.5 left on the clock. As the teams are getting ready to come out and warm up here pretty soon. I mean, like what we're seeing from the Elks, we'd just love to see them make it to the end zone.
Yeah,
Well,
that would be great.
Here's where, Chase Wilkins is telling us in the chat, don't expect Payson not to come out fired up. They will come out fired up. This is, as he put it, a brand new ball game. I mean, we are basically hitting the reset button and getting a big do-over. So I look for a more explosive second half. Everybody's now focused only on the game. They're not focused on all of the pomp and circumstance of homecoming. So, what have we got going on around Max Preps tonight, Steven?
Sabino up over Push Christian to the top teams in 3A, 24-7. They were projected to win 3A early by some publications. Morenci 7-6 over Safford.
Wow.
Florence is embarrassing Borgade Catholic. I don't know what's happened to Borgade Catholic. They're one of the few private schools that hasn't stepped up over the last few years. They're losing 42-0. Paradise Honors 14-7 over ALA West. And ALA.
Look at Ben Franklin over Tempe. Is that Tempe Prep?
No, that is Tempe. Tempe Unified School District. Old down Tempe. They've moved down to 3A try to get competitive. And yeah, Ben Franklin. Ridge Allen.
Yeah.
He's their stud running back for Ben Franklin.
You don't say. What about Ruben? Is Ruben still?
Ruben is at ALA Queen Creek. They go to different schools.
Oh, okay.
And he's not playing football. He's wrestling, focusing on wrestling. That was the last communication I had with John and Julie. Who's, talked to him before this summer.
Well, I can't imagine that Ridge isn't getting an earful of advice like 5-6 days a week from former Coach Allen. Or he'll always be Coach Allen.
Always be Coach Allen to me. He's had a big impact on this man's life. Guidance from Mr. John Allen.
Is it just me, or is Wes exceptionally just pounding the music tonight?
Yeah, he's doing his part to keep the energy up.
Wow, I almost want to put my hand over my mic. Because I'm getting more of him coming through my headset than I am the ambient mic.
No score from Thatcher Sholo.
Really?
No, nothing showing. They probably have a score up, but
yeah, I was more interested in that Blue Ridge Fountain Hills game, but no score up for that yet either. Yeah. Unless it's updated and they're also 0-0 at half, which would be hilarious.
Yeah, they have our 0-0 score in, so nobody must be covering those two games. I used to do the coverage for our Max Preps. I used to be inputting that as we went, but kind of hard doing three things at once, so I'd rather focus on two. So, yeah, I'm curious about those two games.
Well, we'll keep an eye on them for sure. We'll let you know as soon as we know something. So the 3-minute warm-up is now running. As both teams are now on the field and trying to get set.
Chase Wilkins, it's going down. I'm yelling timber.
I had to think about that one for a second.
No, you're good. You're good.
Also, I'm being told there is a nacho bar.
A nacho bar?
Out
at the lodge. Woo. He had me all excited.
Yeah. We got a lot of company up here tonight, you know it?
We do. It is a packed booth tonight. I don't know what's going on. They probably heard about, let me pick one at random, Booger Reds. Booger Reds is back.
There's all kinds of Wilt Banks up here and everything.
Oh, who let Wilt Banks up here? I'm kidding. We like Wilt Banks plenty.
Can't have Wilt Banks in the booth.
Now, I don't know if you guys have tried it, but Booga's, they've got prickly pear lemonade now.
Yes.
And it is delightful.
Had that with my taco salad, and I tell you, they're bringing it. They are bringing it. The game has been stepped up in the culinary arts of Round Valley.
That just makes my blood sugar spike thinking about it. I bet that's a pretty sweet little drink.
It is. But you know what? If you eat more green chili, it kind of counterbalances the. That's the way I looked at it. See, if you have more green chili and ground beef in your taco salad, see, then you're getting all the protein you need to help deactivate the sugar. You know, it kind of it helps balance out your metformin intake, and you can do better that way.
Oh, good to know that. Good to know that.
Well, I don't know how medically sound it is, but that's what I go with. And seems to be working for me so far. But I would not take medical advice from a guy who shoots his mouth off on the internet on Friday night. So there is that disclaimer. And if you're wondering where Wes gets his playlist, I have no idea. Is it like Billboard? What is he? Is there like a subscription service?
No. He has a vast experience in being a DJ.
Oh, that's right.
He's
that is
always
one of his
compiling, and it's one of the things we talk about on the ride home from long away games. We start playing remember this song from when we were growing up, or so. Man, it is really loud tonight.
So the good news is Round Valley deferred, so they will get possession. Payson will be kicking from the north end, the north 40. Round Valley will be receiving probably from the south 15. Payson's opting to kick a little left of center.
I wouldn't be surprised with an onside kick here. Saw it several times watching film this week.
Well, look how he's got the ball. It's almost straight up. Boy, that's a dangerous thing to give Round Valley field position, though, to start the half. You've got to think you've got your guns out, drawn, and ready to go.
Here we go. Jose's going to pick it up on about the 7-yard line.
Riker picks it up. After the muff kick, Riker finds a block and gets out to the 25-yard line after the muff kick.
Oh, that was scary.
Making lemonade out of
What kind of kick?
Oh, snap.
What kind of kick recovery was that? He said he muffed it.
Yeah, he muffed it.
He did. It was a muff.
It was a muff.
Yeah.
It hit him and he booted it forward. I mean, that's making lemonade out of asphalt.
Yeah, something like that.
So
I say that because these guys brutalized me in the St. John's game, and I use that word,
it's a different time now.
Yes.
Well, it is an accurate word. You just,
Gage Baker getting out, fighting to the 25-yard line. He'll pick up a couple on that.
Looks like they're going to give us 3. Kind of harder with the angle. Looks like they spotted it on the 23 originally, and
now they're
kind
moving
of
him back.
26. I don't know.
They put it just ahead of the 25, so it's on the Payson side of the 25.
There we go. So you're right. So that gives us 2 yards.
Marble back in shotgun. He's got Baker next to him. Single receiver set each side.
Marble with one in the backfield.
Baker's got a block. Dana out there lead blocking for him, and he's going to pick up about 5 on the run, maybe 4.
4.
Yeah, they're going to spot it. So he's going to pick up 4, so that's 3rd and 5 now for Round Valley. So Round Valley showing some effectiveness running to the outside.
So we got a substitution on the line. Brody Finch came out, and Wyatt Hetrick went in for him.
So they're running with a heavy set on that side.
3rd and about 4.
Oh! Okay, who moved first? Payson's pointing at
Encroachment.
Yeah, encroachment by Payson. Sorry, I forgot about the ref mic again, Ethan.
That's a easy way to get a first down. 3rd down conversion at the same time.
Well, we lucked out because our right tackle went ahead and flinched, but Payson was well across the line and made contact with that guard.
Yeah.
Which I think.
Well, once they break the neutral zone, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they can react at that point. They missed that in the JV game last night.
No way.
Now we get false start Round Valley.
Goes right back the other way. Now that's worse. Instead of back to 3rd and 2, now it's 1st and 15. You know.
What was wrong with the snap?
It was the tackle jump before the ball was snapped.
Oh.
Riker pulls it.
Oh, he's got a block. He crossed 40, 45. He will get down to the 50. They will spot him out of bounds at the 50-yard line. So Riker making a positive out of what looked like a bad negative.
Him and Baker did a great job communicating on that pull. 21-yard gain. You can tell they've worked together a while because, you know, that takes a little communication, that riding him, making that decision, and not causing a fumble when you pull that ball.
Well, and we saw it last week when the running back hung on too long.
Yeah.
And they looked like they were fighting over it.
Yeah.
Looks like Marble's going to sit this play out. We got Jordan in the backfield to take the snap.
Oh.
Brett Jordan gets a high snap. He's still on his feet.
Oh.
That's helmet to helmet. What in the world?
Where's the flag?
Why is there no flag? Everybody but the referee saw that.
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
This line judge down here should have flagged that immediately.
Wow.
And they're just going to act like nothing happened. So Round Valley losing about 8 yards, and Jordan on the ground takes a shot in the head by the Payson player right in front of the line judge and the referee, and apparently they didn't think that was a penalty.
I thought it was both late and high.
Well, it was a helmet to helmet, and he was on the ground.
Yep.
But
Marble looks to the right side, passes up.
Nice job getting his feet in.
Pass complete. It's going to be 3rd and 9.
so Marble getting most of that back as it's now 3rd and 9, but you know, Round Valley needs to come up with a big play here to convert.
9-yard completion to Whiting. I like seeing those receivers, and they're under control. They know where they need to be. Make the play.
Marble rolls left side, looking.
Oh, off the hands, right at the sticks.
Well, if my daughter Allison is watching, baby sister, you might want to seek some shelter. There's a tornado warning in Hobbs, New Mexico.
Oh, wow.
I just got an alert on my phone, so.
Is Hobbs there on the east side, farther
It's
east?
right on the border.
Right on the border, okay.
It's 1 block away from Texas.
Okay. So they are in that Plains area.
Oh, yeah.
Tornado Alley a little
They
bit.
are on the Cap Rock. Riker's back in shotgun. It's 4th and a long ways. We'll see what he can do.
49-yard line. They're going for
He
it.
said
Double move.
Oh! Pass is broken up by Shear, and it was a miracle that he was able to do so. So that will go over on downs. Now Payson will take over 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line.
Great effort by Luker on that double move. I thought he was going to haul that in.
Well, it was overthrown by about a yard, so he had to lay out for it. And that meant that he didn't have anything to cushion the blow from hitting the turf.
Yeah.
And that's when he lost it.
But the thing is, he had to put it there. If he had thrown it not there, it would have been. It was well defended. Yeah, it had been intercepted. Yeah.
Bowman out on the screen. Round Valley there, but nobody's able to bring him down till he gains about 6 yards on the play. And we were pretty much expecting Bowman to see more of the ball, and that might have been the design. Payson just kind of lulling Round Valley's defense into thinking Bowman was going to be ineffective tonight, but I think he's going to be the story in the second half.
No, good job Whiting there, kind of sear wrestled him down.
Second down pass
just a bit outside.
Yeah, quarterback rushing that pass a little bit. And
one of my favorite movie lines of all time right there by Mr.
Ball
Ethan.
8, ball 9.
Ball 12.
What movie are we referencing?
Yeah, Wes will tell Wes that we said you will give him a candy bar. Text him and tell him.
It'll be digital, but, you know.
Yeah, you'll get a Bitcoin. Chew on that. All right, here we go. Payson back in shotgun. Putting a man in motion to overload one side. A pass rush. There's a little screen to Bowman. Bowman's going to get the first down. He makes a cut, and he's going to get into Round Valley territory across the 40 down to about the 34-yard line.
Longhorns quarterback got hit as he threw, and he is still down.
Dana was all over him. I mean, that was a designed screen.
Yeah.
But he waited a little bit too long for Dana got a legal shot on him.
Well, he came down on that. He came down on his throwing arm hard.
Yes.
Yeah, he's dragging that arm. Oh, he's staying in. Guess they didn't get an official timeout, so he doesn't have to leave.
Okay.
Well, but the clock is running.
Mm-hmm.
Check the back, judge. They do get the snap off before the countdown starts. There's a little hitch to Bowman, and they're going to bring him down about at the line of scrimmage, maybe a loss of 1. So Bowman definitely going to be a factor here in this series.
He is looking deep. I don't know if that was just trying to look off the coverage, but he was looking down the seam to number 23 before he came back to Bowman.
Well, and, you know, under that pass rush, he was looking to get rid of it. He did not want to have that ball back there, so. You can't really fault him for that, but, you know, Bowman's pretty effective if you can give him a lane.
Pistol formation.
Bowman with the spin move, met at the line, and progress is stopped. And
we got to be careful there.
Yeah.
The other side didn't like that little extra throw.
Yeah, well, you know what? We didn't like getting hit in the head while we're laying on the ground either. So
yeah.
You'd hate to see the game come down to that, but, you know, sometimes calls get missed. It's just a part of the game. That's part of the nuance of football. Everybody's a human being, so move on. Payson back in shotgun, too near, too far. 31 moves up into the slot receiver position and across the middle to 2. And he's brought down by
impressive catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely had to get up in the air to catch that. And that, you know, a lot of guys don't like to do that on that part of the field. That's generally where people get hurt.
Great job by Lane Hill dropping into coverage, making that tackle.
And guys, we're more than halfway through the first quarter. Bowman with the direct snap, and I don't think he got it.
Second effort. He made
It's going to be close.
I think they're going to say progress had stopped, and then
they're going to market it as left foot.
Well,
he got it.
yeah, see, I think what happened is you've got one spotting progress, and then you've got one spotting second effort. But, you know. So Payson on the march, now on inside Round Valley's 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, 2 in the backfield, 1 in the backfield.
Oh.
Gonna give right side.
Little run blitz there.
A little bit aggressive on the blitz, running right by the running back. So now Payson's 2nd and 8. They're on the Round Valley 23-yard line, going in. Defense bending a little, but not breaking.
See if we can get a stop here.
Seven's looking left side, quarterback makes the throw.
Oh, and they're going to get the roughing the passer on, was that Ziegler?
Yeah.
Flag on the play.
So that will give them the yardage they need.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 12, Round Valley.
They got the completion as well.
So that will put them well inside the red zone. In fact, that's going to move them down inside the 10-yard line, down to about the 5. So 1st and 10 from Round Valley's 5-yard line.
1st and goal. 5-yard
Holman.
line.
And he gets nothing.
Small
So Round Valley's defense stepping up and making a stop. It's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5.
Hill and Ziegler on the tackle.
All right, student section, help me out. We got to start getting loud and rowdy.
Yeah,
It's
things
the
getting
red
kind of
zone.
quiet
It's
now.
the defense.
We're under
Let's
4
go.
minutes here in the 3rd quarter.
Pass outside.
Oh, great pass
Batted
coverage.
Incomplete.
Yeah, batted down by, who is that, 12?
You can cheer for that, Round Valley. We stop. Let's go.
Johnny Madrid,
No,
number
the
10.
Johnny Madrid with great pass coverage, keeping Payson from connecting inside the end zone. So that's going to bring 3rd and goal. Do we know anything about Payson's kicking game? Do they have a field goal unit?
I can't remember seeing one.
I didn't see anybody kicking field goals to be.
They've got a
During the
net.
warm-up.
They've got a kicking net, so.
Third and 5, one in the backfield, 4 receivers out. He's looking to the left. He's got pressure.
Oh, he's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make some noise for your defense.
So Round Valley's going to sack the quarterback for about, 6-yard loss? 6 or 7-yard loss.
4th
Ziegler
and
and
goal
Baker.
from the 10.
Yeah, they're going to mark it at the 10. So a 5-yard loss there on the play. And quarterback just had nobody open and had nowhere to go as the pocket collapsed around him.
So they do have a kicker. Have him set up anyways.
27-yard field goal attempt. Ball's up.
Dead center.
2:34
Yep.
left
So
in the ball game.
Payson goes up 3-0 over Round Valley with 2:33 left in the 3rd. But ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to say it. That could have been a lot worse.
Yes.
Round Valley really digging in and keeping Payson from rushing for a touchdown. So, now Round Valley's got to come up and make a statement here with 2:33 left in the 3rd.
Payson has the same tune for their fight song as we do.
Yeah, well, often imitated but never duplicated.
Yeah. Seems like Payson, Notre Dame, both copied our fight song. I'm saying we had it first, so.
Yeah, well, hats off to Doc Thurber.
All right, as we get ready to receive the kick, big shout out to one of our newer sponsors, Napa Auto Parts in Springerville, locally owned, tapping into America's largest network of parts and repair, open 7 days a week down there in Springerville, right next to the McDee's. Go see our friends at Napa Auto Parts. Welcome them to the sponsorship family this year.
Now, if my colors were purple and gold, I would go with the Vikings. I would go with like the Minnesota Vikings type thing instead of the Longhorns. I don't know where that came from. I'm gonna have to research that a little bit.
I'm guessing the Payson Longhorns existed before the Minnesota Vikings.
Here we go.
Yep.
Offsides. Yeah.
Yeah, the kicker kind of did a weird little hesitation step there, and on the far end, he got across the line before he got to the ball. So,
And yeah, a line drive kick.
oh yeah, he was 2 yards past it by the time he made contact with the ball.
So this is interesting. You've got Jordan and Marble back deep to receive the kick, which is great because you pick up a key block and that's a touchdown.
Yeah.
From either one of them.
Jordan picks it up. Here we go.
Jordan's going to get out across the, 36?
Yep.
And the young man that came up to meet him was Bowman, and Bowman paid for that little collision as Jordan looked like he just went right over the top of him.
Let's take a moment to thank Backwood Tees, serving the White Mountains since 2017. Customized apparel, promotional products for your business, sports team, and events. Custom patches, hats, leather, PVC vinyl. They do it all at Backwood Tees.
See if we can get our offense moving here.
Marble from the shotgun, hands off to Baker. Baker gets
Yeah, Baker's going to pick up about 3 or 4 on the play. Clock continues to run as we get close to 2 minutes. Of course, there is no 2-minute warning.
Plus, it's third quarter.
And no media timeouts.
Yeah.
Well, wait, okay, so you're worried about what quarter it is? God. We need
No.
2-minute warnings every 2 minutes.
Every 2 minutes.
Media timeouts, all kinds of stuff. Riker's going to keep it. He finds a block. He's going to get out to the 50 and go out of bounds, so that'll be a Round Valley first down. So Round Valley converting on second down, picking up a big first down to get to midfield.
11-yard gain. Riker approaching 100 yards on the night. 100 yards rushing.
Payson showing a 4-man front. Kind of down in that old 4-4 defense.
Marble keeps it.
Marlboro, he's going to work the outside, and he'll pick up 5.
6 yards.
Yeah, so Riker working the outside. The outside guys on the Payson defense, and it looks like they have a man down. They want to check him out for a second.
Number 2, Sergio Madrid.
But, yeah, coaches saw something at halftime that they wanted to check out, and it looks like they're wanting to hit that outside a lot more. So a little bit of a stinger on his arm as he's got the as Madrid comes out. So 23 will check in for him.
Sure had dragging that left arm, wasn't he?
Yeah. You know, a lot of guys have a tendency to drop that shoulder when they hit, and that's not good technique. That's a good way to dislocate your shoulder, or at least separate it. Right out to Luker. Luker's across the 40.
That outside leverage, I told you,
Yep.
that was wide open. They did it again. Look at how far inside he lines up there.
Yeah.
As we watch the replay, there's no way. And he gets the, he gets that linebacker flowing inside.
Yeah, they were reading run all the way on that.
So that's going to bring Round Valley inside.
They're bringing the doctor across the field, so that's a official timeout.
Tom Hunt headed over to help out on the other side.
Yeah. So Round Valley crosses the 40. They're now at the 37-yard line going in. 1st and 10. And, yeah, that play's going to be there all day to Luker. I mean, they're not look, they're doing it again. Oh, now he's going to get picked up.
1st and 10.
Defensive stunt is going to bring Riker for a loss of 2.
That little high snap throws the timing off that play just a little bit.
Yeah, and, you know, Nell hasn't had any problem with his snaps until tonight. I mean, he's normally pretty solid. I'm not sure what's going on there, but I saw Coach Hawes running down there so he could see. And they won't get the playoff before the change of quarter.
Well, that does it for the Sierra Propane third quarter. I don't know where it went to, but it's gone now.
Wow.
So it's Payson 3, Round Valley 0. Round Valley driving. Second and long.
Yeah, the fight in both of these teams is inspiring. This is probably one of the better football games I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, you can definitely tell that this is an important game for both teams. They don't want to let it go.
I mean, this is starting to feel like a game where whoever's going to end up with the ball last is probably going to win.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of feeling like for the first three quarters, both teams are fighting for that psychological edge, to get that momentum advantage. And man, it's just not happening. It's like as soon as we get momentum, something happens for us. If they get momentum, something happens for them. And then it's like we just can't, neither team can really establish dominance. And maybe that's the way it should be. Maybe that's what we're looking for.
Pretty evenly matched so far.
Loey.
Second 12, Round Valley with one in the backfield with Riker passes up.
Oh, ooh, off the hand.
Off the hands. I lost him right behind Steven's monitor.
Yeah.
I was like, is there a push off there?
It's a little bit wide. No, it was good coverage. If he had been able to fade a little bit with the ball. Is Staten Wilson, the intended receiver.
Yeah, see, I think going deep might not be the way to go here. I think you pick away at him, go for the sticks 5-6 yards at a time. Eat
But
up
going
some clock.
deep sometimes will loosen up that coverage. They have to respect that deep ball once in a while.
Yes, that's true. But you got to connect them.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
right now, look at their safeties are playing way up. They're not respecting that at
No.
all.
Right side, couple steps. Lots of
Under
pressure.
pass rush, Riker's trying to find something. He goes out of bounds.
He's gonna run out of bounds about 45-yard line.
And he'll lose about 6 yards. 6 or 7. So it's fourth and a long way. But they are across midfield, so it's not terrible field position. But it looks like they are in punt formation.
See if we can pin them back at the goal line here.
We have too many Longhorns on the field.
We might.
Yep.
12 men on the field, 11 participation. It's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat.
Against Round Valley, apparently.
What?
Well, they moved it backwards 5.
Oh, okay. Well.
Oh, nice. Ball turns over.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh, he was able to bring that in. Luker was almost on top of it.
Ooh, that got my blood pumping.
As it was muffed by, 23, wasn't it?
Yep.
A few more plays like that, you guys are going to have to take me down to Beehive Homes of Eagar. Check me in and have them take care of me for a little while. Now go down and join the family there at Beehive Homes. Enjoy the comfort of a home-like atmosphere, home-cooked meals, friendly staff. I know they did a good job taking care of Aunt Gwen for Wes. Big shout out to Beehive Homes in Eagar.
41-yard punt. First punt of the night for Round Valley.
Bowman's trying to find some outside, and he's not getting it. And Baker.
And now a flag. He made contact inbounds. I don't
know if something was said.
Taunting. It's
Yep.
a dead ball foul.
I was worried about
Be
that.
15 yards from the end of the run. First down.
Another costly penalty by Round Valley is going to give Payson some positive momentum.
50 cents off. Quarterback with the time, looks right side.
It was on the ground.
Yeah, bounce.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, the umpire says no. Mr. Chavez says yes. They're going to say nope, second down. And that's why you have that umpire turn and look, because sometimes he's got that best angle across the middle.
Yeah, it slid down and hit the ground by his knee, and then he scooped it back up real quick.
Well, yeah.
Carry left side, the Elks getting stopped up after a couple yards.
I think that's Bowman again for about 4.
6 on the play. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
And see, Payson going into the hurry up.
Payson in no huddle, no time to waste. Here we go. Quarterback quick pass right side. 23.
How did he come up with that?
Whoa. Things getting a little chippy.
Yeah, kind of interesting that
Yeah.
the umpire's standing right there and nothing.
No huddle updates.
Yep. And there's Ziegler. Ziegler picking up 35 in the backfield. So now Payson back in hurry-up offense. Bowman, he's going to bounce outside. He'll pick up about 6.
Great job, Riker, coming up and making the stop.
So Payson doing it, what we talked about earlier, trying to keep the defense on their heels.
Two in the backfield, real quick pass right side. Nice work by Trace Whiting.
Yeah, Trace Whiting on the coverage. So that Payson's going to have about 4th and 5. They're at midfield.
Looks like the punt team's coming on.
Oh, just changed. Oh, yeah, there he is. There's 12. 21, there he is.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I'd look for a direct snap again, but they might want to put Round Valley deep. And that's what they're going to do.
Punt is up.
And it's going to bounce round. I mean, it didn't bounce Payson's way, and it didn't bounce Round Valley's way. It just kind of said, nope, this is where I'm going to land, and this is where I'm going to stay. So,
Quite the lateral bounce there that just stopped.
Yeah, so Round Valley's going to be inside their own 20. They're going to be at about, what would you say, the 17, 18?
Yep.
So
18, it looks like, where his right foot is, over there on the sideline.
So let's see if Round Valley can put a drive together and get on the scoreboard.
Marble from the shotgun, hands off.
Baker's going to get about 4 or 5 on the play.
Oh, out to giving him 7.
Oh, yeah, wow.
Or 5, 6.
Little off tackle action. Riker's going to go off tackle and pick up 3. 3 or 4. So Payson's going to have to tighten their belt. They're kind of in a prevent. Did you call that a prevent? They're not really coming as hard,
Yeah.
and we seem to be attacking the outsides pretty hard right now.
That DN is doing a good job covering the outside man on that pitch and collapses really quick as Riker tries to run underneath him.
Riker holds on to it.
Did he cross? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, he did. So the Elks are going to battle out to about the 29 is where they're going to spot it. So that'll be good enough for a Round Valley first down on the conversion.
Leon into the backfield.
On the conversion? On the conversion?
Oh, yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, so Riker's back in shotgun.
Shotgun to Marble. Gage Baker for about 2 yards.
Oh, that was awesome. Like, what? Yeah, I know. All right, so now Round Valley. Round Valley started to show some momentum as they seem to be digging it out 2-3 at a time. So they're second in about 8.
Yeah.
7 or 8. As the big men get up to the line. Riker's back in shotgun. He looks like, is that Baker back there with him?
Yes.
Yes.
And he's going to roll out. There's a block. There's the pass. Oh, and it was almost intercepted, but Whiting could have come down with it, but just could not get his hands on it as Shear jumped the pass and tried to intercept it.
Watch them grab Ziegler as he comes off the line right there. They had a handful of jersey.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what the holding rule is in high school versus NFL, but in the no fun league, that would have been illegal contact.
Yeah,
I'm not sure how strict they are on the high school level for that type of infraction.
probably not going to worry about it when it's away from the play.
Yeah.
Counting, and a flag.
So Round Valley a little slow getting that play off. That's going to cost them 5. So that's going to cost them 5. That'll back them up. Now they'll be for a long 10.
Timing pattern, Ziegler.
And it is almost intercepted by number 18 from Payson and then bobbled by number 20 as Ziegler was underthrown, and that will bring out the punt team.
Great punt.
Punt by Marble, 36-yard line.
Shear's got a block, but he gets tripped up and then rolls up his own man. So he'll end up at the 45.
About 7 yards on the return, look like.
Yep. So Payson's going to be 1st and 10 from their own 45 with 7 minutes on the clock. Round Valley needs to force them to go 3 and out. Would be my preference.
Yep.
Yeah, Chase, I hear you. I feel like we have a lot better luck when we keep it on the ground.
Payson looking left.
Oh.
Passes up to 15.
Madrid.
Pass complete.
So they're going to say that pass was caught.
Complete. Yep.
And then the ball's rolling around on the ground. How could he have caught that? Which is what Coach Baca is saying.
For the carry, good for about 2 yards.
Ziegler a little slow to get up. Payson's going to go into a huddle. Not quite in the red zone yet, but they are on the 21-yard line. Brody's coming out as Finch is checking in. Longhorns have time. He's looking. He's now under rush, and he'll go down before he's tackled by Lane Hill.
Pressure by number 8 for the Elks, Lane Hill.
Brings up 3rd and 9. Do you think this 2-down territory for Payson? Or do you think they'll try a field goal if we stop them here?
They're going to want a field goal. They're going to want more points. They're going to want to make this. They're going to try to get a 2-score game is what they're going to try. So they'll probably take one shot at the end zone and then kick a field goal. But, it's hard to tell.
Man in motion, left side, 2 in the backfield, and quarterback. Quarterback's looking to the right, quick pass. 31.
We read the screen. Good job there.
Yeah, see, you have a choice. You can go for the first down. Or you can go for the score. It's pretty much a preference of the coach. I don't.
So here we can still catch them with the touchdown if they make this.
And it's no good. So under pressure, he hooks it and pulls it right. So now Round Valley's got the opportunity to make something happen here with 4:59 left in the game. Payson is up 3-0. I'm sure coaches have got to be telling these guys, settle down, do your job. Just settle down, do your job, play ball.
One good drive, and we win the game.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
That's all we need.
That is literally all we need. We can end this game on our possession.
We don't need to rush it. We just need good.
Something I just realized, Gavin Pettit isn't dressed out tonight either.
Really? That's right. We haven't heard his name tonight.
Him and Clark were the ones taking the water bottles out to the team right there. He's our nose guard normally, that speedy, quick nose guard.
He's got a block. He's looking for a hole. Payson's going to collapse around him, and they'll mark him with about a 3-yard gain. So I'll be Riker with 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd and 7. Clock rolling. Little concerned about the lack of urgency from the huddle, but that might be by design because you want to both score and burn time, but it's kind of a dangerous game. Jordan's wide open at the 30. He's going to battle across to the 35 down to the 36 for the first down as Bowman brings him down. Bowman seems to be the go-to guy to cover Jordan. He's been on him all night. So Round Valley now 1st and 10. Clock still rolling.
13-yard gain on that pass.
But, those passes have been there either to Looker or to Jordan, but they're just not covering that outside very well. Riker's rolling out to the Payson side. Throws into traffic and looking for Luker, and the pass is broken up by Shear, number 5.
I mean,
in setup, Luker looks open there. That outside linebacker takes that hard angle and picks him up and cuts off that lane.
Well, yeah, you've got the corner, the outside linebacker, and the safety all collapsing on him.
Yeah.
It would almost be better to look him off and come this way and throw short across the field and look for the guy open over here on the sideline. Riker under pressure. He gets the ball out. He's looking, and it hits.
Yes, pass interference.
They'll take that all day.
Shear's going to say no, but The back judge is not agreeing with him. That
Pass
will.
interference. Payson.
If he would have turned, that defender would have turned and looked back, he might not have got that call.
Instead, he marched straight into his face doing the swirl cactus.
Well, it's the contact.
Yeah.
It's the contact before the ball ever got there. At the high school level, I don't think it matters if he's looking back.
No,
you can't make contact.
I'm just saying sometimes that turns the officials, say, no,
It's up again. He's got Jordan. Jordan's inside the 30.
Incomplete.
He's saying he's out of bounds.
No. Oh, that would have been a beautiful play.
Yeah, our angle, we can't see that sideline here.
Yeah, I can't even argue with him because I can't see it.
So Round Valley from Payson's 49, 3:35 left on the clock. Incomplete pass to the sideline, but man, oh, that would have been.
Great call. He is wide open down the sideline.
Looks like, look, Luker's wide open again. Nobody, now they collapse on him. They go to Jordan. Jordan's going to cross and get down to the 35.
That's going to be good for the first.
Yeah, see, so now they're splitting out Luker and Jordan, and that outside backer has a decision to make, and he don't know who to cover.
Yeah, they're running a zone on this side.
Well, so far that zone has burned them for about 30 yards.
Yeah.
So Luker actually stopped in the path of that linebacker and actually acted almost like a pick.
See if Round Valley can keep moving. Riker's going to tuck it. He's got room.
Nice.
He's got a block. He's looking.
Great job by Staten Wilson downfield.
And he will get to the 25 and get another Round Valley first down. So now Round Valley with momentum and Payson back on their heels. This is where I wish we had a hurry up offense.
We do. But we're not going to run it right here. We're trying to run that clock down.
I see tired defenders, hands on the hips, heads down. This is at least 2 plays. Hit them hard and fast, and then you can get back in the huddle and figure something out. That's just me. Look at that, wide open again. Staten Wilson now on the sideline. Picks up another first down inside the 20 as Round Valley is now getting down to the 13. 2:49 left on the clock. You can now start to feel people start to wake up and realize, hey, we got us a football game here. Round Valley inside the red zone. 2 receivers split out on each side, near side and far side. Riker's back there by himself. Here's the snap. He's going to take it up the middle. He's going to keep it. He's got a block. He's got a man. He's got the pylon.
Okay, did you see the smart move there that she did? He did not track. He stood there and ran the pick instead of getting the illegal block. Smart move. Smart move.
Yeah, because they
both
were
hands right in front of him, just stood there.
Just like a pick in basketball.
You're not throwing a flag on me.
Yep. A very smart heads-up play. Give that man a cookie. Ladies and gentlemen, that was probably the smartest heads-up play of that entire series.
And one a lot of people won't notice, but very, very smart there.
Well, and that's why we're here. We notice. That's what we do. Kick is up.
It is good.
So Round Valley's now up 7-3 with 2:40. I would say there has been a little bit of a momentum shift as you see the Round Valley faithful now come alive, realizing that all is not lost.
Hey, the coaches saw that play. They're congratulating.
I tell you, if ever there was an opportunity to draw a penalty and bring a touchdown back, that was it. That young man right there, I tell you, heads up. If I could run down there and shake his hand, I would.
Well, Elks definitely know how to make an exciting Molly Butler Lodge fourth quarter.
Oh,
2 minutes, 40 seconds left, getting ready to kick it away to the Longhorns. Now the game shifts to keep away. Big shout out to new sponsor. Joined with us last week, but Apache County Sheriff's Office looking for new recruits, offering sign-on bonuses. If you ever thought about a career in law enforcement, Apache County Sheriff's Office. You can find them on the county website.
Yeah, don't even say those words, Pena. 'Cause I tell you something, if Riker ever needed to hit the Farmers Insurance sign next to the scoreboard, now's the time. A beautiful kick would to have it just roll around, right around inside the 10 and get coverage down there on it. Here's the kick. It's deep. It's high. It's going into the back of the end zone.
He almost put it out the back.
Yeah. So Payson will start 1st and 10 from their own 20. Now, they demonstrated in their last series that they are more than capable of moving that ball down the field. This is not an opportunity for Round Valley to let up. There is still a lot of time on the clock. They need to keep them inbounds. They need to keep them on the ground. And this game is ours.
Remember we were talking earlier, I could eat like 3 rolls of Rolaids right now. You know?
I was hungry, yeah. I'm not even hungry anymore. Payson's looking for the pass. It's under coverage, and he will connect at the 40.
To the 41-yard line.
So they will get it out to the 41-yard line in coverage.
Cochran on the coverage and tackle.
Madrid and Cochran both out there in space. Now see, this is where I would put Brody at nose. Because he's fast. I'd put him at nose. Payson looking to pass again in coverage, and it's incomplete.
And out of the hands.
Pass intended for number 15.
Covered up by Jordan and Cochran, both of them collapsing on him as the ball went in flight.
Both teams have all their timeouts.
So, you know, Payson's burning downs, but they're not getting yards. They've got to do something. They've got to pick up a first down.
Second and 10.
Bracket coverage here on the outside.
He's looking to the right side. Passes up.
And incomplete.
Another incomplete pass.
So the quarterback under minimal pass rush, he just cannot find an open receiver as Round Valley drops back into that 3-man front and goes into prevent, keeping those guys from connecting.
This is, you don't want a personal foul here. You can get to the quarterback, great. Don't throw that extra late pressure.
And again,
And that is not pass interference
No, it's
because
not.
it is behind the line of scrimmage.
That's correct. And then, you know, you can't even look for a pass interference.
No, they could have laid him out as long as it wasn't unnecessary right there, and it wouldn't have been a penalty.
Yeah, so this fourth down play right here by Payson is huge. This is their ball game.
Loud and proud, Round Valley. Get loud.
Yeah, this is a Maylocks moment right here for a coach.
Timeout, Longhorns.
Yeah.
Oh, let's take a second. Let's shout some people out. We haven't been doing much of it because this game's been moving along. Cowboy Up in Midtown Springerville. It's woodcutting time again. The leaves are changing. It's getting cold. Go down, get your steel chainsaws there at Cowboy Up in Midtown Springerville. They got lots of deals going on. $10 off a gallon of Moto Mix gasoline. They've got deals off, $50 off an MS250. They've got the battery chainsaws, $30 off. Go see Jeff down at Cowboy Up if you want a deal. Pioneer Title Agency. They take good care of us when we need, with all of our title needs. Carly Beard and team, they run a classy organization.
4th down.
So this is a huge 4th down right here. Round Valley needs to stop. Payson has to convert or score. That's the only choice they got. They're looking deep. Yes! Knocked down.
Almost intercepted.
That's better.
That's better. That's better field position. That was very smart, just knocking that pass down. So now Round Valley's got the ball with 1:55.
Round Valley's offense back onto the field. Less than 2
Snap it to
minutes
Riker and
left
have
to play
him
in the
run
ball
it.
game.
What do you need? 1 first down.
Yes.
1 first down, and this game is over.
They can stop it twice. So we definitely need a first down. Nothing fancy here.
Yeah, but they're the ones with their backs against the wall, because not only do they need a turnover, but they got to give themselves enough time to get down the field and score.
Yeah.
Riker's going to keep it. He puts his head down, and he's going to pick up 6 or 7 on that carry.
He wasn't looking for the big play. He was staying low, protecting the ball.
Instant timeout. Longhorns stop the clock. 1:46 left in the Molly Butler Lodge 4th quarter.
I'm starting to run out of room for Riker's carries here.
And here's the thing, right? So as a defensive coordinator for Payson, you sit there and you tell your guys, okay, look, we cannot give him 6 yards up the middle. You guys have got to close that up. But keep in mind, if you do that, now you're opening up those flag routes, post routes, and those short passes.
We're not going to, if we throw the ball right now, I would give up my firstborn. I'd be stunned if we threw the ball right here.
I would do it here just to get the first down. Let me back up. I would throw it here because they're going to expect, if they hold us on 2nd down, that we have to throw on 3rd. So I would do it here.
From the shotgun, 2nd down. Gage Baker with the ball. Past the 35. Stop. Let's go!
Yeah, so they're going to, whoa, sorry about that, guys.
Ball placement on about the 32.
Yeah,
3rd and a yard.
3rd and a yard.
And that'll be the last timeout for this Longhorns team. Oh, I was too slow on the instant replay. I missed it. All right, who do we forget about tonight? Small Town Cleaners, 480-270-2603. Josh Myers, Wes played football with them. They do residential, commercial, Airbnb, 480-270-2603. Professional commercial cleaning. Their email is stcleaning2023@gmail.com. Small Town Cleaners.
Riker Marble, 133 yards rushing tonight.
Is that all?
All right, here we go, people.
Piker.
1:33 on the clock.
Riker's going to keep it. He'll get the first down.
Inside the 30, first down.
Then he just gets on the ground.
Flag on the
And that's an unsportsmanlike. I think it's going to be on Payson. And there's another one. Now, wait a minute. Are they? Okay, hang on. Let's go to the official. Personal foul and sportsmanlike.
Both on Payson. Ouch.
multiple personal fouls against the Longhorns.
Okay, so enforcement becomes an issue here because you'll get the full 15 for one, but then you go inside the 20, so then you go half the distance.
Will they mark them both off?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they will.
Still take an E right here.
Ball's
We
placed
still
on the
take a
12
knee.
yard line. First down.
we can run the clock off. We don't need to. We don't need.
They have no timeouts. We're in victory formation. This game is over.
Yes. And the officials are saying, don't you dare pop the center. They're surrendering the down.
Round Valley lined up in victory formation. Marble takes the knee.
He's got to do it one more time.
Yep. Get under 40 seconds, take a knee, and game's over.
Oh, my goodness. What a game. Only one Trail Riders touchdown, but we got it when we needed it.
Whew. Great to win one of these.
It is.
Great to win one of these.
Yeah, I think this is a bigger victory than what Sholo was.
Oh, definitely.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the ball game. Hats off to these young men.
Hey, look at that. I love that. They say all seniors. Say all seniors.
That was all seniors? Is that what you're telling me?
Or no, post-game.
Oh. Okay, so, hey, Ethan, we need to get word down to Wes. We need to talk to the seniors tonight. All of them. I think so. I mean,
got to get some of those big guys on the interview.
Yeah.
Either seniors or offensive line.
Well, it is homecoming, though. We
Yeah.
probably ought to let them enjoy the homecoming. But I'll tell you, what a big night for Round Valley. Way to battle back. I know Payson's got to be feeling a little bit, and, hats off to them because those young men fought hard right down to the last play.
Yes.
So.
Great job beyond the winning end of one of these tight last-second games.
And I'm just going to say it, okay? That is a huge boost for PowerPoints. I mean, that is a game changer for us now.
This should put us up, I'd say.
We will be at the top of of our conference no matter what.
Yeah.
Of our division, I guess is what it would be.
Yeah, head-to-head we will be now.
I mean, with the win over Sholo and now one over Payson.
And Blue Ridge is non-conference tonight. No, they played Fountain Hills. We may be tied with Blue Ridge tonight.
This is their first conference game, so at most they could be 1-0, and we would be 2-0 with the win over Sholo.
Okay, but wait a minute. Has Blue Ridge and Payson faced off yet?
No.
Okay, so that game is actually going to be bigger than this one now. Because if Payson can pull off a victory against Blue Ridge, that will actually bump them ahead of us in the rankings.
Yeah.
So that.
But region-wise, we'll be in first place still. We'll be in first place because they've got a loss.
Unless Blue Ridge beats us both.
But they're not going to.
Well.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, let's not jump down that rabbit hole, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, a great homecoming battle tonight. These are the kind of football games that you wanna flag this one and go back and watch it someday during the summer when you're longing for some football. Cue up the Let's Go Elks channel and check out some of these games.
Come up.
Because I tell you what, this is one to flag. Put this one in your favorites. If you're on YouTube, put it in your favorites. Go back to it. Watch it as many times as you want because a lot going on, a lot to talk about, but I think most of it goes unsaid. Round Valley made the adjustments they needed to, even though it was all the way down to the last series.
Yeah.
But they got it done when they needed to.
Yeah.
And I can't help but think that their composure in the fourth quarter is due in part to the confidence they gained from the victory last week against Sholo.
Yeah. And the experience you gained with those two losses. That steals you a little bit. You have to play through those tough situations. You learn from it. You learn from what you need to do.
Absolutely.
Brett setting the pick down here instead of the block. Little things that separate a win from a loss.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was huge. I mean, there's just the culmination of little moments in this football game. There's almost too many to mention. Yeah, first half and at halftime, we hammered our boys about the turnovers in the red zone because, you know, when you think about it, the reality is should have been a 28-3 ball game. But, you know, what happened is, I'll sit down for the count. But anyway, should have been 28-3.
Yeah.
Ends up being 7-3 because of turnovers, but hey, that's football, right?
Yeah.
Payson didn't come here to give us a rollover. They came here to take a game away from us.
Yeah.
And we had to fight to do the same thing. So
I'm going to give our cohort of props. I don't know if you guys heard, Payson coaches after the game came over and shook Wes's hand and said, you do a great job at what you do. One of the best, been to a lot of games, a lot of years. You're one of the best at what you do. I want to give him props for that. He does a great job of kind of keeps it impartial, as much impartial as he can for most of the game. But, you know, I just want to give him props.
Oh, yeah. Well, you know, Wes is an excellent hype man. That's why he's the MC.
Yep.
Of course, we'd love to have him on the stream, but you know what? For home games, this is a good combination. You know, because Wes gets them fired up when you need to. When you need that big fourth down stand, when they're going in and you're inside the 10-yard line, the defense needs that kind of support.
Yes.
They need the crowd behind them like that. I don't care if you're Payson or Round Valley. You know, you need your fans because they feed off of that energy. And if that energy's not there, you know, then the boys feel it and they play like it. So
with stats, we ended up almost 300 yards total offense. 290 unofficially, 299, 89.
Wow.
289 unofficially. But, you know, the other thing in that conversation, Wes said, hey, you guys played a good game, talked about Payson to the coach. And he kind of shrugged his shoulders. I don't know. Because when you look at it, the totality, I wish I had time and ability to take offensive stats for both teams. Because number-wise, we controlled this ball game.
Yeah. Yes.
They had the one drive where they got the field goal. Other than that, they didn't put a drive together all night long.
Well, and it surprised me because in tonight's game, you know, we had talked pregame, and, you know, you were saying Hunter Bowman is the man to watch. He's their stud. He's going to put up all their yards. But it was actually Shear that did more of their offensive work than Bowman.
Maybe we took it away.
Maybe we did, or maybe Payson just got too cute by half and thought, well, they'll be keen on Bowman. Let's hit him with something else. And, yes, there was a couple big plays that Payson got, but overall, if Payson pulled anything off, it was consistency.
Yeah.
They moved the ball well, but Round Valley ended up getting the stops they needed when they needed.
Yeah. You know, but, you know, if I'm a coach at a 3A school, knowing the numbers and talent levels, if I'm a coach that says I'm going to use my best guy as a decoy, shame on you.
Okay, hang on. Are we waiting for Wes? Is that what we're doing? Yeah. Well, the microphone's – have him check the mic because it's not coming through.
It's not coming through. All right, I'll go do more. You guys continue on. I'll go figure it out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, that's my thought. You know, if Payson, if they decided we're going to take our best offensive weapon and use him as decoy, that's a bad decision. You know, that'd be like us saying, no, we're going to use Riker as a decoy.
Yep.
You know, that would be a poor decision. And you know, we took away a lot of their options. I know our coaches prepare. I know our players prepare, and they break these game films down, and they spend a lot of time. I know Coach Tricky spends a lot of time. Coach Haas, they put a lot. Coach Alba on defense. They know what these other teams are going to do and try to do, and so if you have them mapped out pretty well, it forces them to try to find other options. And but the few times they did get him the ball, I was impressed. That jump cut he made early in the game, and about broke it long. Cochran caught him on the back end. But That scared me. I was like, this kid can move.
Well, now that we're in the heart of our district, in our district play or league play, however you want to say it, you know, the challenge for Coach Baca is now, you know, yes, you want to stick with the plays that work for you, but you also have to find ways to create different looks with different personnel.
So Amanda, if you would just turn down the mixer on me.
So when you do that, you got to come up with those looks to open up. You know, Ziegler didn't have as big a night as we would have normally expected.
No. But we got the ball to others.
So because of that, you know, you would think, you know, where were the openings? Well, Trace Whiting. You know, T-Bone had a huge night.
If you did a mic check, I couldn't hear you.
I've been doing a mic check. Turn me back up on the mixer. Just turn me back up on the mixer, please. Turn me back up on the house PA.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a phone that if you can describe what the wallpaper is, it's yours. I have a phone.
Okay, we're going to do something a little bit different tonight. We're having some technical difficulties, so we are going to Wes is going to actually do interviews, and so we're going to try to set this up, but he's going to do it over the PA. So hang out with us for just a second.
What? No, you have to tell me about it. That's the whole point. Oh, what's my
Yeah.
favorite dinner? I'm scared to let you talk.
Not there, here.
It's cheese and broccoli.
Stephanie Curley.
The ambient mic.
Once again, I have a lost phone down here on the field.
Yeah.
I will start talking again. All right, Amanda, if you would turn me down on my mixer, we'll give the stream back their stuff.
All right, so we got that figured out. For those of you.
We had some helpers get a little overzealous in unplugging some sound equipment, and that was fun.
Yay!
I don't know. What have you guys been talking about? I feel
Go
panicked, slightly winded.
Well,
Talking about homecoming flowers.
yeah. We were kind of in a sweet spot, and then all of a sudden, screech, bang! We just kind of hit the wall. So, as we wait patiently for players to come out.
All right, well, I was trying to get updates on scores, and I still haven't seen the only one I really cared about, which was that Blue Ridge Fountain Hills game. They still haven't updated. I'll refresh again here. Yeah, it's still not there.
You know, hats off to Noah's dad for squeezing into Noah's away jersey. If I had a boy playing there is no way I would even attempt it. In fact, Lisa's wearing my old game jersey. If I tied it around my neck, it wouldn't fit.
Oh. So let's see. Yeah, nothing posted for that game anywhere that I know where to look. Let me see if Arizona Central has it.
Wow, Push Ridge having a heck of a second half. They've pulled it up. They were down 32-7 going in at half, and it's to 20-32.
Wow.
Sabino hasn't scored again, and they've got it close.
Yeah,
They're still down 12 in the fourth quarter, but hey, putting up a fight at least.
Well, that's a two-score ball game if you can pull it off. I mean, you go down and you pick up those 2 touchdowns. Sholo Thatcher, no report.
Yeah, still nothing on Sholo Thatcher either. That's the other game I was looking for.
What about Blue Ridge and Fountain Hills?
Still nothing. Safford got the win over Morenci, 26-14.
We're going to Safford next Thursday night. Thursday night game. Our next 2 games, ladies and gentlemen, are Thursday night.
Yeah, that's a new addition that was sprung on me. I just found out. It's
What's
going to
that?
make work interesting next week. Going down to Safford on a Thursday night now.
Yeah, I need to. So, because of everything going on in Washington, I don't know that I actually have work next week.
I wasn't going to bring it up, but
But I always have work. But
Don't know whether you're going to get paid or not.
they'll pay.
no, they'll-
Eventually.
Okay, so here's how it works.
Theoretically, right? Because
If you're a government employee, you'll be furloughed. When you come back from your furlough, they're telling us now that we will get our back pay. That's what they're saying. So, but we're going to get, we're looking for, I started getting emails and phone calls today at about 4 o'clock. That's why I wasn't here right at 5, is because supervisors have to reach out to their people and give them direction as to what happens. Monday, we report in for work, get our instructions, whether or not we're staying or leaving. If we're leaving, then we got to set all that up, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, you don't want to hear about that, so.
Yeah, I'm not seeing those scores Arizona Central
anywhere,
either.
as far as where I can.
See, that surprises me. You would think that AZ Central would be out there at that Fountain Hills game.
Oh, no. They're going to cover the big 6A schools.
Well, yeah.
They're not going to cover Blue Ridge, Fountain Hills. They may have like a local reporter out there, kind of their freelance guys they do. But
I'm turning Ethan off. We don't need to listen to him talk to Wes. Okay, Ethan's back.
Yeah, I'm done now. Sorry.
Yeah, I know.
There are times when this is the funnest job in the world, and there's times when you feel like you're juggling 3 balls while trying to do the log run, and not go in the water. So.
You know what? I think it's.
And I never could juggle.
It's
Dan.
a testament to your ability, especially when we get to the sweet spot of the stream and half the crew's unplugging everything, and then we realize, oh wait, we're not done with that part yet.
yep. Just a little story, kind of a fun story going on in high school football in
Oh,
Arizona.
who just texted us? Blue Ridge up 41-7.
Oh, yeah, that's going to make the Blue
Why
Ridge
don't
game.
I recognize that number? I should recognize that number.
That's going to make that Blue Ridge game huge.
Yes.
Yes.
Which, I mean, Payson beat Fountain Hills as well, so it sounds like they're not doing too great in the old conference play.
No.
All right, sounds like Wes has got some interviews going to be coming in hot. Let me get everything queued up. And take it away, Wes, anytime.
All right, they're fighting over hierarchy down here. They've let the royalty go to their heads already. Guys, moments. No. Well, so I hope that wasn't by design that we had a stressful game. You guys had an amazing crowd tonight. People showed up in force for the Elks tonight. That was so awesome. And so, I mean, let's start with the game. There's so much that happened this week. Defining moment, pivotal moment. First, though, this is your homecoming players are here. I'm going to let them introduce themselves really quick. So introduce yourselves. Let us know what your royalty is, because they've already lined up according to hierarchy, right? Riker made sure that happened. And then what was kind of the play or the turning point for you that really changed things in the game here? So
I can give you some right there.
so your name, because nobody knows who you are. Apparently, the name, what your royalty is, and then play the game for you that somebody else did, or what was the pivotal point of the game?
So my name's Riker Marvel. I was king. And I think the turning point for me, personally, was Trace Whiting's pick over on the other sideline. Because I don't remember if that was my second fumble or the first pick I threw by the goal line. But I know we didn't end up scoring on that drive, but it flipped the switch for me. And my team was
That's it. You got to have that. There were so many drives there in the first half. Then how close would we get? How close could we get? And something would turn around. And it was happening both sides of the ball with a 0-0 score in the first half, right? Gage, how about you, sir? Introduce yourself, then game from your perspective.
My name's Gage Baker. I'm Prince. My team part of the game was the defense. We showed a lot of us. 6 first downs, big plays, and that's about it.
The player formerly known as Prince, Gage Baker, ladies and gentlemen. All right, let's come on down the line. Introduce yourself.
I'm Connor Luker. I was the junior class royalty, and our defense too. That's about it.
All right, down here on the end, I'll flip sides. Brody, introduce yourself. Who are you? What's your favorite tree? Just kidding.
Brody Craig. I was the freshman royalty, and I say the defense.
You know, I think we see that shine from Round Valley across the board is when things get sticky, the defense digs in, the defense gets it done, and we saw that tonight. Some really good work by the defense, so I think that makes sense that all you guys shouting that out. So let's talk off the field for a little bit. It's been a lot of week, a lot of spirit, a lot of bonfire, a lot of crazy. What's a highlight up to this point for homecoming other than a 7-3 victory over the Longhorns? What's homecoming been for you this week? A highlight. Did you make it to school this week?
Yeah, I went to school.
Any highlight? Did you go to the bonfire? Was it Spirit Week? What was it?
The bonfire and when we hit the car and stuff.
Car bashing at the bonfire? Okay, let's move on down the line. Mr. Luker, how
Is he
about you?
talking about
Highlight
a
of the
car in the parking lot or?
in the Peach Fuzz game. I have no footage. We'll have to catch some of that. Sophomores, though, beating the seniors. All right, Gage, how about you? Highlight of the week. It's the silliness and the bonfire. All right, Riker, we'll slide down here to you. Highlight of the week for you so far leading up to the dance.
I agree with Gage. Just to show school spirit, but also at the bonfire, car bash. Me and my buddy Gage Baker, his car together, he swung and missed.
Is baseball not your strong sport, sir? We're gonna let Riker hang out with that one. Guys, so talking about homecoming and school spirit and that being a really cool part of it is we felt an electricity, we felt things change a little bit throughout the school year. At least I have, it seems like up top in the press box. What do you guys attribute that to? What has been a pivot in school spirit? What's kind of turned it up a notch?
I don't know, for me, it seems like the whole senior class is kind of just coming together. You know, I mean, just come together as one, being more friendly with each other. Like we can all talk to each other.
And I think that goes down to the underclassmen as well. I know I've talked to some of the underclassmen, and they feel like you guys as senior leaders, that they're able to talk to you, that there's communication happening there as well. So I think it's working past even the senior class as well. Gage, how about you?
Same thing with Riker. Whole school gets along.
Right on. That communication up and down. Mr. Luker, why is school spirit on the upswing?
I think because Addie Martin and Brendan Hawes helped take over the student section this year.
We've seen some craziness happening there. I think the cheer squad gets some love in that as well. They brought themselves up into the bleachers. Some cool stuff there. Brody, how about you? School spirit as a freshman, what's that been?
The student section's been really good.
All right, real good. No, this is your homecoming royalty right here. Guys, any last words? We'll just pass the mic down. Shout outs, anybody you want to give some love to, anything that you want to really just call out. Who do you want to give some love to? Grandma and Grandpa catching the game live. Mr. Luker, how about you?
Shout out to Coach Alba for
Alba getting it done that way. Grandma Baker, I got to meet her last week. She's in Sholo. She joined us, came and gave me a high five. Riker, how about you? Finish this up.
Just shout out to the whole squad. Student section.
Lots of noise, lots of loud. Guys, your homecoming royalty from a football perspective. Congratulations, gentlemen. Go celebrate. Guys, these are your players of the game here on Let's Go Elks. Let's send it back up top as we finish things up in your Farmers Insurance post-game coverage here on Let's Go Elks.
Thanks, Wes.
Yeah, thanks, Wes. So,
Well, we got some scores coming in on chat, so let's go ahead and I don't want extreme battery saver on. All right, Thatcher looks like the final was 50-0.
Oh.
Thatcher over Sholo. That's a tough day in the office for Sholo. Going, I think that was in Thatcher,
Yes,
wasn't it?
it was. It was in Thatcher.
Yeah, that's a tough drive home.
Yes.
That's a long bus ride home.
yeah, especially, well, yeah, I mean, that's tough. But, you know, I can't help but think that Sholo pretty much knows that's how their season's going to go. They've just had some devastating loss that's hard to overcome. But, hey, it's going to make them stronger next year. So battle through it, boys, because next year you'll be much, much better off for it. Great team effort tonight. I mean, I don't know what else. to say. They had every opportunity. Round Valley had every opportunity to cave, and they didn't roll over. They kept the fight up, took it right down to the last 2 minutes. There was a lot of great individual effort, but I think overall, hats off goes to the entire team for digging in and getting it done.
Yeah, I feel like the story of tonight is, they made a lot of mistakes. They had a lot of turnovers. They moved the ball well. But at the end of the day, they just out-physicaled Payson all night.
Yeah.
When it came down to it, they were tired. And when they needed to make the big plays, they couldn't make them, and they were gassed. And we just leaned on them all game.
Well, and you could see it. You could see it in the fourth quarter when Payson gave up 45 yards in unsportsmanlike penalties in less than 5 minutes in a ball game. That's huge. That's a backbreaker. That when you give up half the field in penalties in the run of about 3 to 5 minutes, that is, I don't care who you are, that's tough. We had a mishap over on the sideline that kind of kicked everything off, but we regained our composure, got back in the trenches and said, let's fight the battle we're fighting. Let's not create more problems for ourselves.
Yeah. Those last two did come after we had got the first down that had pretty much secured it.
Yep.
But still, that could have been a bad play for it, a really bad play if that wouldn't have been the case.
Well, yeah, and you would like to think those things are unnecessary, but if you don't have players playing with grit and spirit, a little bit of that's going to come out from time to time. Mm-hmm. Should it be every week? Absolutely not. But from time to time, the emotion of the game will come out because they're human beings, they're kids.
Yeah.
So if they're not playing with any type of heart or emotion, I'd really be concerned.
Yeah.
It
had been a tough game.
It was a tough game. Payson has every right to feel upset. They have every right to feel upset. Was the game stolen from them? No. Were they outplayed? Yeah. I think the numbers bear that out. I think the numbers bear out the fact that, yes, they were outplayed. Was it a very close and evenly matched game? Absolutely it was.
On the scoreboard.
Well, Payson put together some drives. They started moving the ball, but it was almost too little too late.
Yeah. Well, they had the scoring drive, and then they had one other one that they got about 40 yards down the field. But other than those two drives, we pretty much controlled what they did.
I mean, looking at some of the stats you had there, Steven, first downs for Round Valley, 15. First downs for Payson tonight, 4.
Yeah.
Did you just say 15-4?
Yeah, and it may have been we may have missed one or two, but it was a dominant.
Okay, 6.
Difference.
15 to 6.
Yeah, even if it's 15 to 6, it was still a dominant difference.
I was super interested to hear about the stats going into halftime. So sorry for everybody that's already heard it, but 0-0, moving the ball end to end, but never getting it into the end zone. Steven, what were the numbers telling us?
It's about 150 total offense.
How about for them? Do we have any idea? Because it felt like it had to be pretty even.
Yeah. Well, because they didn't move the ball. We
just spent time grinding and grinding it out.
3 and out for them. Long pass, interception.
You said 4 first downs the entire evening.
Yeah.
Goodness. Unofficial. These are our numbers.
Maybe 5 or 6. I missed 1 or 2 of them, I'm sure. But yeah, unofficially.
See, but what you see right there, and it's a hard thing to show, but I was always told when we played, if you can do 4 yards a carry, that's first downs. And with 3.93 average yards rushing, that is right there. Now, I don't know about you guys, and if you've talked about Kyle Clark, but missed some of Kyle Clark's numbers this evening, right? But 3.93 yard to carry is what you need for first downs, and apparently Round Valley with 15 of them this evening. So that's awesome.
Yeah, that controls the game. That wears the defense out. That ground and pound. It really makes a difference.
Yeah, huge difference in penalty yardage too. I mean, Payson had opportunities to capitalize on things, and then they would just penalize themselves out of the position to do anything about it.
Yeah. Undisciplined. They had some undisciplined play, especially in the first half. They had those late personal foul calls, but the game was decided at that point.
and you could tell the coaches. So I got really quick conversation with the coaching staff that was up here, and you could just see that frustration because I was trying to give the compliment of it was a good game because it was a tight game. It was down to the wire, tight. I think we got our touchdown with a little bit too much time on the board. I don't know about you guys, but when I saw there was 2:40 left in the ball game, the clock management side of my brain kind of got a little scared. But you could visibly see his frustration because he knew they didn't play the game that they could have and that they should have, right? And so I think Payson, knowing that exact same thing, the little things really got to them. They were big things. Those penalties added up hard. I'm sure from a penalties perspective, you guys have talked about it. How did that land?
It should be on here.
We can switch the tab and we'll keep talking, but it seems like the penalties were a bit askew this evening as well, but not a lot of false starts. No. First game of the year for us that there hasn't been on both sides of the ball a ton of false starts. So 3 more penalties for the Longhorns.
35 more yards.
So it added up. 50 yards in penalties for the Elks, 85 yards in
Did I
penalties.
put the last 2?
Oh, no. So you didn't get the last 2, and that was those last 2 personal fouls.
Like 30-some-odd more yards.
Yes.
Well, and I think it was half the distance because it was a huge step towards the end zone.
22 and a half would have been added
Which is
on
107 yards.
So it was pretty skewed then. Like it was
50.
twice. It was twice the amount of yardage. So I want to know what if you guys could feel it through the atmosphere, Mike and Grandma Z and stuff, but just a palpable feeling of school spirit in the house tonight. Not something that I will tell you right now, it is hard to work this building, and it's hard to work this crowd sometimes. The Dome is a beautiful place, an amazing place, and it is a hard place to get people rolling sometimes. And this was one of those games that I super, super enjoyed. I could feel the spirit. They were working with me. The crowd worked. The student section worked. The cheerleaders worked. And you heard Riker talking about that, how they could feel the student section. And how awesome is that?
That 4th down play, though, the whole audience was on their feet.
Yep.
It was a great crowd response, and that when we needed it, that big play defensively there at the end of the game.
So huge props to the crowd that came out. I'm sure you guys felt it with the chat and the people that are watching. It's always different, but it's always cool to see people chiming in and chatting and being part of the action here on our coverage here on Let's Go Elks. Thanks for hanging out. I hope some people hung out for those interviews. I may have to post those separate because I think it was worth the wait. I didn't really want to talk about the game as much as I want to talk about just the week. This whole thing is a week. There's so much that happens. The bonfire, they seem to enjoy a ton. And 4 players being represented in the royalty, so 4 of the 6. 2 members of the dance team are in the royalty court. And so homecoming happening tomorrow night in the auditorium. It's a Met Gala, I've heard is the theme, so that's fantastic. Guys, we're on the road to Safford next week. Have you guys touched on that at all?
Just a little bit. That is Thursday. Can I go back to the school spirit a little bit?
Well, why? Why would you talk about school spirit,
I know.
Mr. Pena?
This is my 21st year.
What?
And this probably, as far as the dress-up days and the participation from the student body, probably one of the best in my 21 years.
I honestly feel, and talking to the boys down there, we've seen an uptick just in school spirit, and you heard them talk about the seniors are vibing really well together, and then it seems like that's flowing down to the underclassmen as well. And so you can see it, and that small and simple things. I've heard there's been some reboots like student council, cheerleading. Like if we can get back to the basics on some of that stuff, we're seeing those things already. Yeah. How cool is that? So you have been teaching for as long as I've been out of Round Valley High School, just about. That's crazy. Because I think I just missed you as a teacher. I would have been, just barely. So Safford is a Thursday game for you guys to know as we wrap up tonight's broadcast. We're figuring that out right now. Ethan and I were having a bit of a discussion of Thursday travel now for us trying to get down to the Bulldogs. It's also opening night of their county fair. They're trying to figure all of that out as well. And guys, opening night, I was told, is guinea pig night. And you don't want to miss that. I'm telling you, Ethan, you live down there. Tell me you didn't go to guinea pig night. Let's go. So, no, but in all seriousness, I guess this is a huge thing at their county fair. And so it's tough. Like, we had to move it for the refs, and they're worried. And our athletic director was talking to Mrs. Corona down there, and just we're going to make the trip for you. We're going to be there. So, guys, it's going to be a Wednesday JV game here at the Dome. Thursday, we're going to travel. We're figuring that out. We will have you a broadcast of some kind or another. No, it'll be your typical Let's Go Elks broadcast as much as we can give it to you in Safford. The internet was better for us last time when we were there, but I am going to bring a diversified toolkit. So hopefully we can bring you as much as we can that way.
It's a nice place to do a game, though, how their stands are set up.
When are we playing? Is it going to be, as long as it starts at 7, that's a long drive home, but that's also a cooler game. So we'll have to see. I would love if they moved the game up. Please move the game up for me. I'd love to get home before 1 or 2 in the morning. But we'll see. Guys, as soon as we know, you'll see it. Join the Facebook page. That's where a lot of that information gets blasted out if changes do happen. So Let's Go Elks on Facebook. Let's Go Elks on Instagram. Someday we'll open up our Twitter account again. We have it. So go hit that subscribe button. Join us on X, and then right here on YouTube for our YouTube coverage. Guys, as we continue to grow the herd on YouTube, we now have Team Black and Team Gold if you want to join a membership there and show your love to the channel that way. And you can also do what YouTube calls supers now that I'm learning about. I'm going to try to make a video and make it make more sense. But if you want to give some love in the chat during the live stream, you can do that right there down on the bottom. Help shout out, give us some love. I've been hesitant to do it for a long time, but there's been so many people that have been reaching out this year just giving thanks for the great show that gets put on and the great coverage that we have. And this is a way that those people can show some love to the channel and give it back, because we can't do it without you. We can't do it without the crowd. We can't do it without the amazing sponsors. We can't do it without this Farmers Insurance post-game coverage right now. So I'm sure these guys did a great job of giving love to our amazing sponsor family. So as we wrap up tonight's coverage, guys, we had Loey and Gareth on the main camera there, Mr. Keith down on the field camera. I was running the crazy house tonight. But we're going to wrap things up. Mr. Dan Muth doesn't have a headset on right now, so I'll give some love to Dan, the truth man. Hopefully it was a Titanicless night, if you know what I mean that way. But from the dome, from the rowdy dome, we got it loud in here tonight, and I love to see it. You just love and love to hear it, to feel it. When they were clapping and moving along with We Will Rock You, I knew we had them at that point, and it felt good. So, guys, from the dome, I'm Wesley McBride.
I'm Ethan Holiday.
I'm Stephen Pena.
You guys be safe. Have a wonderful weekend. Make good choices. You've been watching Let's Go Elks.